Where's my top?
What's up?
Tablet.
Huh?
Where's my tablet?
Oh.
¿Dónde está mi tablet?
Oh, tablet.
Can you imagine what Marco must have looked like on the
Tablet.
I got
Tablet, tableau. Kirk Washington in the house. There's the link for everybody. Word. Go for it, man. I'm just sitting here playing Skyrim, waiting on everybody. Because they said he's going to be a couple minutes, getting us all hyped up. Just to leave us hanging like orphans. So, what's in this space? Man, today sucked. There's so much nonsense.
So, somebody always work today, huh?
It was brutal. The women that do the stocking at night, we've been server stocked on stuff. Like, they've just make stacks of boxes in the aisles, and then they cut part of a box up so people can just pick out of it. But they made like 10 pallets worth of stacks at the store. So I had to pull all of them off the sales floor. It's busting ass all night.
Yeah, wow.
Plus, I had to do a couple of little cleanups because people are messy and like they'll drop bottles and stuff. So I had to wipe it up. And we had to do the ice machine fill up. And little man knocked over a cart of food inside the freezer. So we had to clean that mess up. Just a bunch of mess cleaning.
Oh.
But we did get hot praise from everybody. All the people were stoked on the work we've been doing.
What did you say in the area?
Everybody's stoked. Oh, and we had to clean out where the dumpsters are. Because Daniel spilled milk the other day. So there's like a half-inch thick layer of mold where it had been drying in the sun and cooking and growing for 2 days. Yeah, it stunk. We had to pour bleach all over it. It was just like, it was so vile. That requires a key. One of the wizard's guards has the key to gotta kill him.
Wait. Go back up where you were and just walk. Go that way. I think I saw it.
What? That's Jones.
I think that was the thing right there. But
It's a cup.
huh?
It's a cup.
I thought it was
There he is. Cuzzo. Come on up, man. Damn, YouTube just censored me. What? What? That's lame. I was typing in there, I was saying the only rule I got from my chat is no gay shit. And as soon as I hit enter, that message vanished. Fuck you, YouTube. Whenever I see you. Done. Say hi to everybody. Word. You wave hi. I'm just gonna show off little guy tricks. You got Kirk and Ernest watching so far. Remember, he's one of the dances. You gotta do the dance.
I'm glad that I'm finally traveling.
Do the cousin dance. Shuffle.
My last day.
Not yet. You don't want to dance till you're. Oh no! You gonna do it? You gonna do the cousin dance? Oh, he's doing it! He loves it. There's so much attention for him. Like to him, this is being on TV, so it's a mind rush for him. Where's your Band-Aid? Oh yeah, he did it. He knows how to put on a show. Oh God. I got to see my boss puke twice today. The first time was doing the rotten fruits and vegetables and throwing them out. That was funny enough. Then the second time we were out front on smoke break and the dude's whipping his key leash around. He swatted himself right in the balls. He had to puke from it. It hurt him so bad. I took pictures of it. What?
Like, Jeff and me were watching a show on TV, like, there's like fruits and vegetables about it. There's like fruits and vegetables about it. So like, they're talking about fruits and vegetables going rot because the store was closed and there's no ice stuff.
Yep.
Then it got rot.
It happens during a power outage.
And then, so we, watched it in
K. Smith in the house. It's good, brother man. I'm about to get on my computer, make everybody mods. One of these days. There you go, dance it up. Get your attention going. What else you got? Oh, I need a dab for this. What up, Beach? I don't have any cool overlays for my shit yet. Because I don't feel like paying a subscription fee. You did? Oh no.
Dad, Dad.
What?
I only have one more song dance move.
What is it?
It's you know this cartoon is it?
Do it. Let's see.
I know this cartoon is watching.
As long as it ain't twerking.
I know what cartoon is watching.
That one? Yeah, that one, the Wild Mike. That one's cool.
I got the sweet leg. I got the sweet legs. I got the sweet legs. I got the sweet legs. I got the sweet legs.
Good job. You leave me hanging? Thank you. Thought he was gonna leave me hanging. Oh. So let's see. Drop it one more time. Oh no, this guy. I take him anywhere and he puts on a show or performance for everyone. He knows all the ladies at work, every store we go into, because I walk everywhere. So, like, we go to the same places all the time. They all know him. Some days he's feeling it. Some days he'll just give him that look like, nah. What's up? Am I embarrassing you talking about you? You want to show off tricks? Go ahead, show off some tricks. Entertain the people. What you got for them? Some sleight of hand? You gotta make it disappear. Ta-da. Yeah, good job. Ain't nobody indoctrinating that guy with all that nonsense. Wanted to type for that, like Kirk was right on point. That agenda pushing nonsense. That's why I came up with metamodium. You see it around, you know where it started. Once we get the word out there in the the main lexicon and the collective consciousness, as it were, people will see it and hear it and they'll say, what does that word mean? And they'll look it up and they won't find it. It's not really defined as such. You have to go to the etymology, metamorphosis, odium. It's basically a strong hatred, transformation, specifically in reference to transitional people. Oh, I got pretty much.
I was like, my boy didn't even look and see the notification yet, you know?
Because I always watch on my tablet so I can see the typing.
I was sitting, I'm like, ooh, my boy rolling out the red carpet for me and stuff. I said, ooh, I'm over here like, oh, snap. Oh, hey, and my boy over there was cranking it, you know. Hey, Kurt talking about, oh, he created a monster. No, he been dancing. I'm just, you know, I can tell. It's just probably something that he like do. He looks active, you know. So I was like, you know, me, I'm active too. I like dancing. Shit. Like, let's get it.
Like my first two kids were mellow, like they would play and they were active, but they were mellow. This kid, I started thinking of Cat Williams talking about, I just want to run, Daddy. I just want to run. Because that's him. He wakes up in the morning, throws on his shoes, and just sits there looking at me like, why aren't we outside already? Like, man, I'm
Hey,
trying to get my wake
what
up. I need to smoke. I need some coffee. He's
what's
all
that right
frisky
there? What you just put in the camera? What was that you just put in the camera?
dabs.
Ah,
The good life. But it's too pricey right now, dude. Everybody's trying to tax people. And I just can't afford that. Plus, my boy's coming to town next week with my supplies. So I ain't even trying to spend money.
So how's your day? How's your day been going? Well, how's it been going? How did it go?
It was hectic, a lot of work, but not too bad. I let it, like, I'll stress out. If I'm stressed out at work, I'll just start running my mouth and cussing, and everybody knows how I do, so they don't care. I'll just be walking down, and I'll, fuck! Because there ain't no more customers at the end of the night. And they just, what's going on? About blah, 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 blah. This did this, and this woman did this, and they did that. I want reports written. And then we all start laughing because it's like, ain't never right. You have a better chance spitting in the wind than getting a report written on anything or anybody.
I want to let everybody know I subscribed to him instantly as soon as we got off the other chat. That's the first thing I wanted to do, so I already subscribed to everybody who did it. And if anybody else wants to put their channel down, I'm more than happy to subscribe to it because I've been getting nothing but good and great, excellent information from everybody. Actually, same people that's on. Yeah, y'all right. Y'all keep it in the family. Same people that's on here, same people on. Yeah, so I need everybody's channel and and all that so I can go support it, subscribe to it, stuff like that. Who hasn't sent it yet?
That's how you get big. Everybody has to cross support.
Exactly.
Like I thought it was just common practice. Like any chat room I go into, I'd subscribe to anybody that said, "Hey, I'm looking for subs. Subscribe to your stuff and watch your videos." Somebody has to.
Yeah, fact. Fact. I mean, somebody has to really push doing that because I'm only seeing certain people doing that, and it's one sided with it. Like there got to be some more people to actually kind of unify that goal right there, like to really bring that out. It will blossom more. A lot of people will blossom more if you just believe in the next person next to you.
I don't block anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to. Like I can always find resolution somehow to where it's peaceful and everybody's
Somehow.
happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
Blocking to me, it's like when a woman hangs up on you mid argument. You're like, no, no.
Ooh, you just opened up a portal, Playboy. You just opened up a portal. Oh
That
my
one goes
God.
deep. That shit goes to China.
You look at the phone and be like, hold on now. Did that just happen? You start redialing before you can even think the process through. You're like, what the hell is going
And then they hang up on you again. Be like, nope.
on? I'm talking about for real. Because you know what? A lot of people really want to hang up with the last word or the last little empowerment statement. Um, people don't want to feel like they just got shitted on. But my thing
Like
is,
leaving it on an angry note. Like I don't care if we're
Yes.
mad at each other, but don't be hating me when I hang up. Like at least say, all right, we'll talk about it later. Bye. Like give me the decency, a little bit of it, just
you
a
hear
little.
me?
Like, ain't even got to be
Because
allowed.
I'm gonna be honest with you, this I am. How I look at when you hang up on me now, like as a grown adult, how I look at hang up on me now, it's like fuck you. You know what I mean? That's just how I look at it. Like fuck what you're talking about or fuck what you're saying. Fuck you.
Hang up on me
That's
now.
how I
It's like,
take it.
hey, where you been? Like,
Hmm.
exactly. You hung up on me. I took that as a sign. That's that match you threw right on the bridge.
I tell her quick, hey girl, go ahead and start planking over there. Go ahead. That looks like a perfect spot for you to start planking, on that bridge over there. Cause you just hung up on me, you know. Nah, for real. That's how I be
Take
feeling though,
extra
this
blanket
I
with
am.
you
I
to
ain't gonna
stay
front.
warm.
What you saying?
So they want to do that. It's like, here's your bag of stuff and here's your blanket. Go be warm.
You hear me? Yeah, man, you opened up a portal. Look, fellas, females, if you guys invested with each other, all right? You guys invested with each other. You guys put in that work. You guys put in that passion, that essence, like, and built it together. I am not sleeping on the living room floor. Okay, it's not happening. I'm sorry. We bought this bed together. Now I will go in the next room. I will go into the next room, but I will make sure that the next room has a mattress, has a bed. I need to sleep comfortable as well. I'm not paying for all this not to sleep comfortable either. You know what I mean? I understand that I have to go in the next room. I understand that, because if there's a high energy level in that room, the best thing to do is switch. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm with all. I'm sorry, man. Like I said, it's not the Harriet Tubman days. I'm with the organization. You hear what I'm saying? Um, you also have to remember that and respect the king of the castle, just like we're gonna respect you. You get what I'm saying? Good men, gotta respect you. You get what I'm saying? If you know we're not here, right, and you slept in that bed for 2, 3 days, and you know I work hard. You know I work 12 hours a day. You know I work 10 hours a day. You know what I mean? You need to get over your anger issues and let me get in the bed and get some rest as well. Backaches, all this type of things. I need to be conditioned for work. You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
we need to figure out a certain system or organization while we are mad with each other that we both can be comfortable in the household and be able to go to work healthy.
Throw a massage at me, shit. Like, you see me hurting, help me. You
Yeah,
like your shoulders rubbed. That's I won't say all women, but
yeah,
9 out of 10 women I dated, I could rub their shoulders, rub the back, rub the leg. They get the full treatment. I get a little bit of scratch. You good? It's
you
like at
hear
that
me?
point, it's like, no, I ain't good, but that attitude tells me you're not either. So
You hear me? And,
I
and,
was
and
spoiled. My
go
grandma would
ahead,
scratch
Design.
my back for an hour. So it's like that's what I'm expecting. I want my head scratched. I want my back scratched. I'm happy.
You
I'll be
hear
happy
me?
for a month.
I thought I was the only man that loved. I love to get my back scratched. Oh my god, I love to get my back scratched. It's for some reason it feels so good. The tingly sensation of it just,
Heck yeah.
ooh, it's
Especially
amazing.
when you're all
You
hot
know?
and grandma gets in there and it's nice and cool in her house with the AC. It's like,
You hear me?
and
Do
it
you
just
hear me?
opens you up. You're like,
Jesus
oh.
Christ, do you hear me?
I know how the pets feel, dude. I'll be stretching just like that. Like, oh, get there, get there. Trying to angle my body so it goes right where it needs it.
Good way to put it. Just like how the pets feel like when you get that certain spot and they get all loose and they get all like, oh man, it's just like that. It's like, man, it's amazing, bro. Like,
Come here, sit by me
oh my
for
god, you just opened up some portals, design. I ain't gonna front. You opened up some real. But I'm gonna go back. I can't. I'm not gonna just say nothing about the ladies and not say nothing about the males too. You get what I'm saying? Males, maybe you wouldn't have to sleep on that couch, or maybe you wouldn't have to sleep on that floor if you just tuck your tail in, tuck your pride in. Sometimes I feel like you're the most dominant species in the household. You get what I'm saying? Maybe you can you know, split it like how it's supposed to be. Remember, she put in on this foundation too, even if it wasn't with the money. You get what I'm saying? So like, you need to organize yourselves and your attitudes around what the problem is, so you guys can both leave out the house healthy. You get what I'm saying?
facts. If everybody
Yeah.
does their part, then the whole team works. You can't have a baseball team winning a championship if the coach is on board and the pitcher's just sitting on his ass and everybody else is making hits. Don't work. You got to have offense and defense, and everybody's got to be interchangeable and adaptable.
Because it feels
In
great,
my
this I
women these
am.
days, everybody's like the same basic chick. All they care about is who's got the next paycheck. Oh, this guy makes more money. I'm gonna upgrade. I'm gonna upgrade. That's why I just been
Because this
single.
I am. It feels so great. Don't get me wrong. It feels great to reach success or to reach your goals with a best friend or your brother or something like that. But it's nothing like with your girl, like with your woman like that. It's a whole different stuff, a different feeling when you guys both reach a certain level of success, a certain line
All of it,
of
dude.
yeah,
I don't
man.
even go places. Like, what the hell's the point of going someplace nice if I ain't got somebody that can appreciate it on the same level as
You
me?
know,
Like, I can take him certain places, but taking him some places, I might as well take the cat. Like, they're gonna appreciate it as much. So it's got to be. I need that equal partnership, or else, like, I can go to the waterfalls and it's fun by myself. rather be there with someone that can hear observations or anything.
Hey, this beat said, ladies do better. Hell no. I'm saying males
But
have to do
really,
better too. Males have to do better. I think
that's
we
why I
have a
said
lot.
not all of them. Some
Yeah, and
women
it's
do do
definitely
that
not all of
also.
them. Definitely not all of them. But you got those few where it's just like, come on, man, like don't
See
put a
all the
nigga on
good
the
women
kitchen
come into
table
the
and shit.
store and they got their ring and they got their kids and they're all happy. It's like, where's
Yeah,
mine?
like we picked this bed out together. Like we argued in the furniture store about which bed. Like, what are you talking about? Now I can't sleep in it. No, hold on, we're gonna have to organize this. You got the bed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I got it Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Hell
and on
no.
Sunday,
I don't
and
care
on
if we're
Sunday,
mad. I'm still sleeping in my bed. Like I'll get a separate blanket. We can lay back to back. However it's got to work. But I ain't sleeping on the couch.
you took it out my head. Now I'm gonna call you twin. Twin, you took it out my head. On Sunday, we gonna split it. We just gonna put pillows or something we need to do to put between us, but we gonna split it. You hear me? For real, because I work just like you work. You get what I'm saying? Something like that. It's whatever you're doing, whatever substance you do, I work like you work. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to work with back problems and you as pretty as a rose.
Exactly.
I'm
Right?
sorry. You're my woman. Yes, you're my queen, but you are also my partner. You get what I'm saying? And being my partner means that you putting in work as well.
You gotta go outside first. You
Yeah.
gotta get outside of the
Just saying.
laboratory.
Oh, so yeah.
Hey, see what I'm saying, Beats? Like, definitely not all of you guys. Definitely. And see, by what you just said, we don't all care about money. I look at her, and you know what? That's what it's supposed to be. That's how authentic it's supposed to be. But nowadays, the ratio of that shit, the levels of that shit has changed dramatically. You get what I'm saying? Like, like they look at that second. Where it used to be first, but now they look at that second. They need to they need to see if you're cute first or not. See if your bank account's straight. You know what I'm saying? Then we'll go ahead and go to the next, see who you are, if I can deal with you. That's what they doing now. Before it was reversed. You get what I'm saying? Like what you just said. That's exactly how it how I would want it, how it needs to be. You feel me? I totally agree with you. Not every woman's like that, but the ratios have changed.
It'll swing back though. Because once everybody's aware of it and they start seeing it, like all the guys are starting to be like,
Yeah, man. I'm telling yes, it's bad. Man, my dog. Yeah, hey, Super. I see you, Super. Yeah, bro. Hey, if the family's streaming, I'm gonna hop on, even if I can't stay on. I'm gonna say hello. I'm gonna support each and everybody's stream. You know what I mean? Um, no problem. Like that's what I want to do. You feel me? I feel a lot of great energy from you guys. So I'm happy I even thought about it when we just was on Chris Cypher. Like I'm happy we thought about it and I was able to get y'all information so I can get on it. You know what I mean? I fuck with y'all, man. And
can't know, man, by
I
all
love my
means.
lady too, by the way. Don't be trying to crucify me in your head. I love my lady. Love my lady. You know.
I love them and care enough to tell them how to improve. And I hope they would do. Like, I'm gonna have to tell me, help me improve. I want to be more effective and better. I ain't got a big sister. I could have her tell me. I'd be like, hey sis, what's wrong with me?
Oh man, you got
Yeah,
your lights in the background. Okay, hello. Hey, let me see your the remote for the lights because he got his lights going on in the background. I got to be like him a little bit. You got to tighten up.
oh yeah,
You
I
got to
got my
tighten
black
up,
light.
Niece.
Man,
You ain't doing right. Yeah, because you got to see the lights at the top part and all that. I like them. Look at his
no,
lights.
no, no stuff there.
Look at his lights right here.
No don't even have to.
You see it?
No, that's the rope light.
Yeah. Go ahead, switch it
Got a
on one
200
time.
feet of rope
Yeah,
light.
yeah.
Summer
I like
kitchen.
that.
Oh, you got the flasher. See, those ones are
You
in my
know?
kitchen.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it like they like. He likes it. We're gonna keep it like
Got
this,
some
okay,
stuff
niece?
in
We're
it.
gonna keep it like this for a second. What happened?
The ones in the kitchen, those do
What?
flash and strobe and all the different stuff.
Oh, that's nice.
So those ones
Oh,
just
he
like
got
those.
lights in the kitchen too. That's gone crazy.
Dude, I got a light up shower head. Are you kidding? Like my house is built for people partying.
Hey man,
They're set up
love
before the
your
day
energy,
comes.
bro. Bro, I love your energy, dog.
And
Straight
this is
up.
a hot way to shower, dude. You start showering and the disco lights, you're like, hell yeah, man. You start your day off right. Good cucumber.
Yes, yes, beats. Those are the worst. Hey man, she she be on it. Those are the worst men. The ones that they feel like they can buy you, because that's what it is now. That's the level of this shit. And you know what? Men's mentality's kind of always been like that. So I can't even say that shit escalated. It's always been escalated with men. It recently really the changes fluctuated with the females where the ratio went like this and this and this and this. They just I think females just got with not if you get what I'm saying, got with the program and it's like, oh, if you trying to hustle shit, I'm finna hustle. You get what I'm saying? So
Well,
they
like
kind of just
they got the equality, and then they took it to the point of exhibiting the worst traits of men. So it's
okay,
like the women that I don't like behave the same way as the men I don't like. Selfish,
okay.
greedy, arrogant, like all the negative. Like it ain't even about their gender. It's just those qualities exhibited in anybody is a turnoff.
Facts, facts. Big facts. I agree with that. Well, what way better way to put it. You feel what I'm saying?
You know how
Like that.
you be having a talk with some chick and you're like, man, I broke my arm and shit hurts, and she'll be like, oh yeah, but one time I broke this and it was so much pain. You're like, yo, this ain't about you. Like
You hear me?
they always
You
got to
hear
spin
me?
it.
Why you ain't tell me that 3 months ago when it happened? You know? Or why are you still thinking? Why are you still hanging it over my head? You know? I mean, but men do that. That she's absolutely right. You know, they try to buy the female off. You know what I mean? They try to. I think that's why they testosterone. I think
That's the
a lot of
worst.
them they testosterone so high.
It's not even buying them. They'll just get them in a spot where they can't exist without their money. Like, okay, go ahead, be that way. But who's gonna pay your credit card? Like,
Mhm.
what are you, my stepdad?
Mhm. Mhm.
Uh-uh.
And you know what? That's sad that niggas has really established that form of trait of getting a woman. I mean, like being yourself is not like nowadays. Like for certain women it still applies, but a lot of them, being yourself is not getting them. Like their their mind is more in tune to other platforms. You get what I'm saying? And niggas and dudes, you know, in tune to different platforms. They got something else outside the mind. They're telling you what they feel like they want you to hear. Inside the mind, the devil is working. You know, he, he you,
Overtime.
you, you know,
He's
you're
got
not
him.
thinking straight.
He ain't fucking with him because he's just looking at him like, really? This thing?
Hmm. You know, you know,
Devil's practice
like
got
for
to
real,
beware.
man. You gotta respect the women, man. You gotta respect our women, man. Like that's where I'm at now. You gotta respect them. I know certain males and certain females, and you know what I'm talking about. They exist. Okay, cool. But don't treat every female that come your way like that one that you know exists. You get what I'm saying? That's not that female may not be that hoe or that it's like. But us males have a problem with looking at every female the same way as the last female. You get what I'm saying? Like, no,
Yeah, and you should treat
you know.
everybody you meet, when you first meet them, you should treat them like, hey, this might be the coolest person I ever meet in my life. And even if it's not, you still met someone cool and you were polite and respectful. So it's always going to go somewhere positive.
Man, no, for real, bro. And I had a little problem with 'cause I had that mindset too of just, I don't know, maybe a little bit more insecure about myself sometimes when I might have been a little bit more too secure on her. You get what I'm saying? And I had to really realize that, you know, she gonna go. If she gonna find a loophole, she gonna find a loophole. You get what I'm saying? Like I had to really realize I can't be around her 24/7. You get what I'm saying? Um, there's just certain things you have to do for yourself to keep your sanity. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I realize that now. You know, I think that the all the tears and all the pain that I came from experiencing it has me like, okay, trying to tell men, don't lose it all because she's not yours. Don't lose it all because she's not yours. Females, don't lose it all because he's yours. It's not worth it. You get what I'm saying? It really is not worth it.
I call it practice donuts.
Huh?
I call them practice donuts. Like, you're at the game, you're ready, but you're not quite ready to step up to the plate for real. So you're on deck, but you got them donuts on your
Hmm.
back, and you're swinging, doing the motions, and you're going through it. But until it's your turn to actually be up on the spot, you're sitting there with donuts, and then you got to knock them off your bat and be serious, and
Mm.
then get real, and then hit that home run.
Hmm.
And it's like all,
Okay.
all of it. Yeah, it sucked at the time to get your heart broken 5, 10 times, whatever. But if you didn't, you wouldn't be able to finally appreciate the one good woman when you finally do meet her, and it works. Because you'll always
Yeah.
be like, oh, you'll be wondering in the back of your head, like, so it's better to go through it and suffer and then have that peace. So when it finally happens, you can be like, all right, this I can trust. This is right, real. Nobody's fooling me no more. I ain't gonna find out one small paycheck and she's gone. None of that shit. It'll all be right.
I was always classified as maybe as a cheater or a dog because of maybe who I hung with or how I acted, how I moved. I was always, but really, to be honest with you, I mean, if y'all get my energy and get my feel, I'm really a relationship type of guy, y'all. Like, I really like the having somebody else to talk to. You get what I'm saying? Having somebody else to share stuff with and actually do certain things that I ain't gonna do with male friends. You get what I'm saying? Like movies and stuff like that. I ain't
You
gonna do that too much and stuff like that. I ain't gonna go ice skating with my homeboy. You know what I mean? but
can't go to dinner.
but
Can't go check out nothing. You can't have no guys be like, hey, let's go shopping for some shit.
you
I'll be
know
like, what? I ain't going shopping with you. Get the hell out of my house.
what you mean? Like what you mean? Did you know who you were
I-
talking to?
I'll go to the weed store with you. Go get some beer or something. But I ain't going
You
clothes
hear me?
shopping with no bro.
You hear me?
I look
And
in
if
this
I hear that
shirt,
nigga,
man. I look.
and if I hear that nigga tell me, "Do you got live downstairs?" I'm be like, "Look, bro, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me, bro. It's getting strange in here, bro. Chill out." You know.
That shit would ruin it, man.
But
You just out of
I
Walmart,
mean, the whole thing, bro.
checking out shirt. You got some nice cuts, bro. Like, what? No! Don't be looking at my dick root.
Yes, a companion, beach, a companion. Great. Yes. I mean, you hitting it right on the damn head, be a companion, an actual companion. You get what I'm saying? Somebody to talk
What's
to. You
another
feel
word
me?
for that,
You-
though? Like, every time I hear companion, I think a companion animal. Better than a partner, but not the actual style of companion. Like, other half is good, but it's long. It's wordy.
Mhm. Mhm. And that can open other doors to something, another thought. You know what I mean? I just need somebody I can rock with. Somebody I can rock with.
My
You
rider
know,
got it.
you hear me? I'm talking about like, like not no bullshit. Like just rock with. Like I could be solid with you. I could tell you, nigga, I work in the library and I only work part time. I've been struggling. I lost this, the woo, the woo, woo, the woo, the woo, and you gonna help me. You're not help me mentally. You're gonna talk to me. You're not gonna down me or turn your face or frown on me. Be like, oh, I'm moving to the next nigga, or fuck that. I need somebody
You
better
should
in
be
my
like, come
life,
home and read me a story.
like them days over with now, man. It hurt me, bro. It hurts me to even say that. Like that shit crazy, bro.
Communism,
Shit
man.
crazy.
That's the first thing of communism is disrupt the family unit because the family unit is the basis of all else. If you disrupt the family, then you've disrupted the main component of society. So the first thing they had to do with TV was start having the dysfunction start showing. Dad's always at work, or dad ain't even there no more. And then it transitioned to Disney. And dad's just a turtle buffoon, and parents in general are just idiots. What's up?
Hmm. I can feel that. What's up, Super?
What it do, family?
You
Super.
good? You ate something? You ate something?
Oh yeah, I'm on it now.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. Yo, I'm about to smash this.
I'm about to smash this.
Hey, real talk. My granny done left some food in here. I was about to make me some ramen, but hey,
Hey
you
man,
know,
that goes in the survival pack, man. These people thought I'd be playing. I ain't gonna look. When you want to do something real quick, real snappy, real quick, some noodles, man. They do something with that.
Noodles will keep you alive.
never
Man, what?
fails.
You telling?
30 packs a week.
Yo, who are you telling?
Well,
When
I
I
doctor them
know,
up. I buy meatballs. I get chicken for them and vegetables. I just throw it all in a pot. Make sure they eat on.
you could do anything with that. You could make noodle Alfredo. You know, you could do anything with those noodles, man.
Man, sky's the limit. Y'all eat noodles plain though, raw?
You know what? My son does that.
I
And
can
at
never
first I
do.
couldn't understand why, but I've tried it. I've tried it. And it's not that bad. It's just like plain. It's just plain. It's not that bad though.
Mm.
That's it. It's not. It's just plain. It's not that bad. Well,
It's like the absolute
you
worst
know, in
food.
jail, you know, they make those hot pockets. They make hot pockets. We call it hot pockets.
I thought I thought they'd be
Yeah,
making them
it's crazy.
spreads.
Hot pockets.
Mhm. Facts. They get the noodles. You know, they warm up. Let me be quiet. They put it in the blanket. They might leave it in the blanket for 3, 4 hours, 5 hours. You feel me? Or they might put on the lights. Put on the light
You
fixture.
talking
Let
about
it heat
making
up on the light
swole?
fixture. Yeah, you know, it's gonna mash up. It's gonna mash up and shit. You feel me? And it gets squished. All right, bro. I ain't gonna front. It it was crazy to me when I first seen it. Cause I'm like, yo, y'all gonna put all this extra shit together in one Ziploc? Oh nah, hell nah. Shit look
It's like
nasty.
some crackhead combination.
Yeah.
They're like,
No,
get some
fact.
Doritos. Who got the pickle? Where's the noodles? Get more
There
seasoning.
you
Get more
go.
seasoning.
There you go. It threw me off. I said, what the fuck is that? They said a hot pocket. I said, shit, it looks like a fucking. What is it? He said a hot pocket. You know,
Hot
I said, nah, it ain't the hot pockets I know, motherfucker. It ain't definitely not that.
The hot pockets from Schwann's are good though. Don't forget Schwann's.
Man, when I was in junior high, them hot pockets they had at lunch, dog, them was right there. Made
Y'all remember
perfect.
them toaster strudels?
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Toaster strudel's dope, man. That's
Nah,
Yeah.
I like that breakfast pizza or them cinnamon rolls we used to have in high
Oh
school.
yeah.
Them
Oh
was
my god.
slamming.
Mm.
That breakfast
Some
pizza though.
Lunchables that my mother used to get. Some Lunchables. Jesus Christ. When they came out with Lunchables, I still eat some Lunchables right now. I ain't gonna front.
nah. I got one of those grown-up versions of it, right? And it's like salami and crackers, and it's all nice and fancy, and like mashed potatoes. So I was like, all right, I'm not chocolate covered cherries. I can eat them myself. So I'm eating them, and like one of them was a marble, like a plastic marble inside the chocolate, and that shit like cracked my wisdom tooth. So I called the company up
Damn.
and like, yo, man, y'all had a marble in my shit. And they're like, well, send it in to us. We're going to send you out a thing and you can send it in and we'll investigate it, that. So I was like, all right, cool. Thinking, cool. They'll send me to the dentist or whatever. So I ended up having to extract the filling myself. And I was in pain for a couple
Mm.
of days from the initial break. And like
Tom
So what
Cruise,
they
huh?
only just take
Or Tom Hanks,
three
I
weeks
mean.
what you say,
later,
Super?
3 weeks later, we didn't find anything that it could have been at our factory. So here you go. $5 for you.
I told, look, I was just about to ask you. I was just about to ask you. So all they did was just really just did they just pay for the dentist work, the dentistry? That's it.
They gave me $5.
Hey man, them lights fire though.
Oh man, appreciate it, man. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and
Depends on the
tell my niece you said you like the lights. I be getting on her with it. I be like, it be fucking up my pupils sometimes. I be like, man, look, they can't sleep with that on. You know what I mean? But I do like them though, low key. I ain't gonna front.
Can't sleep with no lights on.
Oh no.
It's got to be dark. Nothing can find me.
I got me one of those eye blankets.
I
Oh, like
blame.
the sleep
I blame.
mask.
What's that?
Mhm.
Like that stuff. I like the ambient sound. You got the ambient sound. At least you throw back up.
Dang, I got the hiccups. Hookah.
Use your
This the only mask I wear.
mask.
I be out.
50 Shades of Grey.
Yo, this nigga. Yo.
I got two for
Yo,
$1.
Don't-
I got
yeah.
two for $1 off Wish. Damn, I got the hiccups. Eating too fast and arbitrary.
They haven't had any corn.
I should have digressed on that.
You got on cam just to eat.
I know. I should have been asleep, but I had to come through because you done popped it back open. Cuz done came up. He done came through 2 out of 3 streams. I was on 2, so you know I had to one up him and get on all 3.
oh man, you know.
Cause Truth went live before Chris,
Oh.
so we was on
Oh
Truth
man, I
channel.
just got his information. Damn.
Yeah, we did a 4-hour stream on his. And then Cyphers opened up after that, and we did that. So I was like, I might as well go in 3 strikes and I'm out. You feel me? Cause I'm definitely tapping out at the. We
Hey, that's
digress.
love though, bro. That's love though, Diz I am. Like my boy did 3 stream, he ain't have to go to 1. You know, that's love, cuz.
Dude,
Much
we're sitting
love.
here 10,
Respect to
12
that.
hours sometimes. You go to
For real?
Rootword's channel, dude. There's me and Root. We did one. We were going 17 hours. Root, Root went 17 hours, and I was in that chat the whole time. That shit was a marathon. I think the longest smokers lounge we did was like 10 hours, 11 hours so far.
Mhm.
But like we'll push the time.
I might do a 24-hour stream one day.
You should just set it up so it's like you get donations for it first, like a telethon.
I would have to make like a syllabus though, cause I would have to follow a little program. First hour, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna just jam out. Then second hour, we're gonna talk about this. Then on the third, fourth hour, I need to set up a debate between somebody, so somebody can come on and have a debate.
You gotta
You
cook
know.
something because you gotta eat. You
Oh
gotta have
yeah.
some time so you can smoke it.
Definitely can digress to the kitchen for a couple hours.
Dude, I could eat up the whole show just making a little salad.
That should be fire.
Man, y'all niggas got me hungry now. Now I'm about to go downstairs and probably eat me some of this Alfredo.
Mmm.
Yeah, she made some Alfredo. I'm about to go eat some. I ate some earlier, but y'all niggas is fucking with my stomach right now, so I might go eat the rest of it.
I had to do it to you, man.
And oh my god, he's got a big gulp too.
Yeah, my boy whipped
Come
out the real
on.
deal cup too.
Too bad that was my last 3 sips.
Y'all ain't thirsty back there, are you?
You know?
What y'all know about that WB though?
He got the whole
Oh,
liter.
you went to hold on.
Whataburger.
Isn't that Mark's little restaurant or little place?
You talking
No,
about
that's
Mark
Wahlburgers.
Cuban? Oh, you talking about Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah. Isn't that his
Nah,
little establishment? That's his establishment, ain't it?
nah, but this a Texas thing. Whataburger started in Texas. They got a few throughout around, but they not everywhere like that.
We got Five
Okay,
Guys. They got
I
them
might
there.
be tripping. Okay, so they started in Texas. What they like? Give me something that is similar like that I would know of.
Fat Burger, Tommy
Like what?
Burger.
Yeah, probably.
It's just basically restaurant style burgers, like real good burgers,
Mm,
but it's fast
okay.
food too. It's higher quality, like Carl's or Hardee's.
Carl Jr. Yeah.
Is Carl still Hardee's
Oh,
in
like
Wichita?
Carl Jr. Nah, I know about that one. Like Carl Jr.
Yeah,
Okay.
like when they first came out with the thick burgers though, and they were actually good. Good. Carl's kind of backsliding lately. We got to get your cousin to Hawkins Burger, man. That is the shit.
Hawking.
Hawkins Burger.
Like Stephen Hawking.
Nah, like I don't know his last name, but it's a family business that's been they got one burger with 32 items. That motherfucker's 2 feet tall. But if you just get a basic double cheeseburger, I mean that serious shit is 6 inches thick, and it ain't like all bun like at a restaurant. Bun's like squashed. It's thin. It's all meat and oh my god, dude, you can't even struggle to eat the fries. You're like, ugh. You get the meat sweats from it, but it's so good. You don't even eat anything
So
the
guess
next day. Like the whole next day, you're just like, you're still
Drain.
feeling it. No,
so
it
guess
stays
what
in
my
you.
niece
It's
just
just
walks
good.
in the room with. I'm sorry. To cut you off. Pardon
A,
me. My bad, dude.
a plate of that
Guess what my niece?
Alfredo.
Nah, she walked in here with them ramen noodles.
Okay.
How?
Facts. It just
There
blew my
you go.
mind. I said, damn, we were just talking about this. We were just talking about ramen noodles, how it's about pan. It smells so good. Like I want to trade. Like, don't you want to eat the rest of the stuff downstairs and you give me that cup?
That's everybody that cooks something.
Oh,
I'll
she
say
got
that.
the
She
She's
cup
like,
said, I'll
what
make
noodles.
did you
another.
do? Like,
She
how
said,
could
I'll
you
make
get so
another
much
bowl.
food?
Here you go, and just put the cup next to me. Look at this. Let me show you guys greatness.
Oh,
Wow.
And she put it right next to me and said she's gonna make another bowl.
I
I
love it.
wasn't even serious, to be honest with you. I really wasn't even serious. I was actually just fucking playing. I was gonna
Bon,
just look
hey,
downstairs.
bon appetit.
You know?
gobble it up.
I definitely am.
You don't got
Definitely,
no
I
hot sauce
appreciate
for
that.
them things though.
You got to get the spicy ones.
Which
Packed
one?
up.
The spicy noodles?
What y'all know about this here?
What's that? Mm-hmm.
This the best sauce right
Is
here.
that? Isn't that this? No, hold on. Let me not say nothing dumb. Well, it ain't dumb if I don't ask. Um, isn't that sauce that they use like that in like the Mexican restaurants with the next to the green sauce and all of that?
This what
Or
it's
am I
called right
tripping?
there. Sriracha.
Oh yeah, I'm right. I know what it is. Yeah, I'm definitely right. I know exactly what it is.
This brand,
Mmm.
Poldak. This is like the hot spice, and it's mild. Then they got the next level is like a red package, and it's even hotter.
That's the one they be doing them challenges with.
And that black package feels like someone stabbed a needle
Atomic.
into the end of your tongue.
That's the one that they be doing them little challenges on YouTube.
Dude, these are bomb. Like
They're
they're
good.
bomb. If you like spicy, yeah.
What you know about this Sam?
Sriracha, they make that down south. It's all right. It's not that hot though.
It's not,
I did the
but
Reaper
I knew
pepper.
it though.
After the
but
Reaper
So
pepper, ain't
it's like
nothing.
a sweet hot.
Yeah,
Mm,
it's a
but it's
good
good
cheesy.
though.
I knew it. So cause you okay? So I'm not tripping. So you can find like a lot of those like that and that green sauce in like the Mexican restaurants stuff like that because they'll put it on their food, right?
Oh, we got it
Okay.
all at the store. We got sambalik. We got the oyster sauce. Fucking horseradish. Like any sauce you need or marinade and all of it. We stay stocked up on that stuff because we supply like a lot of the restaurants get their supplies from the 99 because it's cheaper. It's like their way of saving money for their business. So they come and get all their produce, all their sauces, all the condiments, stuff like that. And then I'd laugh at people like, I go to that rich ass restaurant. They came and got all their lasagna noodles and their cheese for the lasagna from the 99, and you're paying $30 for some lasagna. Come
Hey,
on.
I think Hey, Diz, I am. I think we left Stingray sleeping on Chris chat too.
On camera. He's gonna wake up
My
like,
boy,
where did he go? And then Chris
you
is gonna wake
know,
up
he
and
gonna
be
be like,
like,
where
are you
everybody
still here?
go?
Did you see when he fell
That's
asleep
my
on
boy though.
everybody and everybody else fell asleep and they left me in charge?
Mhm.
That was a
Mhm.
good one.
I fuck with Sunray, man. Look, and bro, don't even mind me calling him Stingray because I like that's like my nickname for him, man. You know, like I had that little shit for him, man, my little minute, because I really thought that's what his name was at first. You feel me? But I like him so much. I'm like, look, my dog.
He just
Like,
gets high and like, where'd he
mhm.
go? Where's he at? He either falls asleep or he'll be like, I'll be right back. And then he'll go walk somewhere and you're like, right.
And I be feeling like Super and K Smith like be on some nigga shit like me. And goddamn, Kirk be goddamn silly as you can fuck with all of us. Everyone I just named, you can fuck with all of us and some. Yeah,
It's pretty much been
right.
everybody I meet in life. Like, there's not too many people I meet them and I'm like, And even when I do, I still look for reasons to find the good in them.
I don't think I wanted to watch it. You know, cartoon.
No,
Go for it.
my boy got them.
No, I mean,
Where Kirk at? Kirk, come on, Kirk. You said you were coming up here too, man. I know you just got through
Hey,
with it
that
with me over here, Chris. So you said you were coming up here, charging your phone, blah, blah, blah. I said, come on up there, man. These noodles hot as hell.
hey, that boy Cyphers did come back because he ended it.
Oh, for real?
Oh,
Look, he tried to do it in arbitrary. Look,
okay.
can
Oh, let
y'all
me
see
see.
that?
Yeah.
He came. It looked like he came up on his phone or something.
yeah. So Sunray,
Oh,
but
yeah,
Sunray,
I see.
let's see. I'll check it on the tablet.
Yeah, I just went to the end of it.
But
I forgot to say Skyrim. I
oh,
forgot.
you can't comment. It's okay. It's automatic. No, it already ended.
Hey,
I was
Super,
gonna.
did you sent your link too? You sent your link, right?
Yeah, I had put it in the chat.
Okay, yeah, okay, then I subscribed to yours too. You the one that did the mask thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm glad I got that info too then.
Me and Kirk supposed to be going live soon on the LGBT situations.
Ooh. Can of worms. Just be careful.
I know, right?
Well, no, you can say everything you want. You just can't phrase it in any way that can be considered aggressive or hateful. You just
Yeah, I
have to frame
know.
it
Okay.
totally scientifically, like I do. I don't like sexual deviance, and a sexual deviant is anything that deviates from biological sexual reproduction. If you're a dude and a dude, that's deviant. You're aberrant. You're an aberration. Woman and woman, same thing. Man and woman, that's fine and dandy. That's nature. That's science. If y'all think that's fear, you don't understand what fear is, but yeah. That's a good one
Yeah.
too. You need to get rid of homophobia as a word because it's bullshit. Ain't nobody scared. They just don't like it. Like,
I'm working on the Kobe video too.
is
Oh, I
Kobe
know
that
that's
way?
gonna be dope. I gotta see that.
Kobe.
Kobe Bryant just breaking down all the shit around his death and how it
Oh
kicked
yeah, 'cause
off
there's something
everything
around
that
it.
we're going through.
Well, wait, Kobe
Hmm.
died or LeBron died?
Shit, I
Kobe.
wish it was both of them. I mean, I wish it was Bron, but
They're kind of like the same guy in my
not,
head.
let me not talk like that. That's not right. I
But
take
you know
that
what
Kind of
though?
back.
hateful.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion and how they feel. Why you feel like that? Why you feel like it's Braun? Why Braun?
I just feel like he give us a false hope. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody think he's just so perfect. You know, he don't had no problems with his wife and that he doing all this stuff for the community. But you
Mhm.
know, in
What's he
reality,
done?
he controlled
Mhm.
and he just a puppet, just like most any other celebrities. You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest thing on them. They not like us. You
They're
know what I'm saying?
pets.
They can't come up here and have a genuine conversation on how they feel about things. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
They
They're pets.
they get told, yeah, they pets. They on the string.
But you can break them, dude. That's the best when you break them. Like you got to watch the Roseanne live stream where I I snapped her. Like I made her snap, and she started throwing Mason
Mm.
signs and started like quoting the Masonic Bible and Kabbalah and some other stuff. She was pissed. And like her co-host was just like he didn't even know what to say at that point, so he was just kind of looking down, looking around, and then they just cut it. And I was like, "There you go, go back
Ho-
to your room and cry."
Hold on. So you talked to Rosie O'Donnell?
No, no, Roseanne Barr,
Oh, you talked to
the
her?
comedian chick.
She
Yeah,
an
like I
actor
followed
too,
her.
right?
Yeah, I was following her channel for a while, and then she started getting on this Jewish tip, like just dick riding Jews hard, and Jews are this and Jews are that, and they're so great and this and that. And it's like, man, this is some Zion shit, propaganda, racism. Like I'm not about supremacy. I don't care what color you think you are, what country you think you were born in. You ain't better than nobody else just because of that.
Facts.
Like, nobody's better than anybody else. You might be able to beat me at a race, but I guarantee I'll play the guitar 10 times faster than you. You know, like everybody's got their little skills. Like this guy 20. I ain't cooking you noodles. I mean,
Facts. It's just another form of division, whether it's religion, race, uh, region where you from geographically. It's just all forms of division, no matter which way you cut it. You know what I'm saying? It's just so
but
much
people do it to
division,
themselves.
huh?
People do it to themselves. There's people I do it. Shit, there's people I see them like, man, assholes, eyebrows. Ugh.
Mhm.
I'll tear it up and then I'll be like, what's wrong with you? It's like the most petty shit to even think about. Why should I care if that chick wants to draw Sharpie eyebrows on? It's not my woman, so why do I care? But it's so programmed into us.
Yeah,
Like
I
even when
mean,
you're above it,
you
it's still
still
cast
worried.
on you.
Yeah, I mean, it's cause and it worked both ways. That emotion, you know what I'm saying? Like we emotionally invested to other people more than they would even care about, and that's just because we care people. In order for us to be in the situation that we in, where we can get up here and we can talk about truths, and we can come together and talk about our lives and stuff. Like we showing our emotion right there. We care. Don't nobody get up and open up if they not emotional. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I see it. I'm still hungry though.
That's what men need in life.
Anybody that I know, anybody that I know has sense, any type of growth and development in their body, I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure that they know about y'all channel. You feel me? Anybody who has the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, I'm gonna make sure that they know about y'all channel. I'm not gonna give that ticket to everybody because not everybody is available for that ticket, dog. You know what I'm saying? But
Yes, sir.
best believe I will pass along now that I know. You know what I mean? I will pass it along because there's some other people that need to hear a lot of you guys speak that's on here that I've heard speak on here.
Yeah,
A
man.
lot of people need to hear.
We just gotta unlearn and relearn, and
Mhm.
we have to see the agenda. We have to see and understand what the agenda is in order to start breaking down a lot of these things we've been conditioned into, whether it be fucking voting or religion or even fucking the music we listen to. You know what I'm saying? It's all an agenda to divide us and separate us and destroy us, destroy our energy. And I really feel like they are trying to stop the circle of life, you know? And just
Have you
like we
read the
learned that shit
Unabomber
in The Lion
Manifesto?
King, the circle. Go ahead.
Have you read the Unabomber Manifesto?
Uh-uh.
You should
Neither.
read that.
I haven't either.
It sounds crazy because it's the way the media portrayed the Unabomber, but basically it's 1,000 points that he makes about the leftists trying to take over the country, and he explains how they take away man's drives and man's natural drives for, like say household and family and job and the different things to build up your self-esteem naturally. Like he goes into detail on how this team of enemies has gone through and systematically wormed their way into society to break these things and destroy the family and destroy society.
So let me
Yeah,
ask you a
shit
question
real.
to both of you guys. All right, but like with voting, how do y'all feel about that? About felons not able to vote, or
I think it's
they
bullshit.
can't vote. Okay, exactly. Why you think that? Why you feel like
If you can be mentally retarded and vote or be an elderly person and vote, then what's the difference? A vote's a vote. No matter if you
that? A
committed a
vote's a
crime or you
vote.
didn't. A person's a person, right? And according to the law, once you paid your debt to society, like, did I lose personhood? Or
Right.
they should just say, all right, you are actually a slave. You're a slave now, and slaves don't get the right to vote. But I paid my debt, so I'm not a slave anymore under your system.
There you go.
It's some crooked shit,
You know,
and it's
super.
all the
Same thing. But
Republican places that
you got a
hold
different
that down
perspective, or
to counteract the Democrat places where they're like, hey, anybody can vote, even if you.
I mean, I feel like voting don't matter no ways, so I don't even vote myself. So it's like,
You're right. Unless you're in the
I agree with
electoral
why?
that
college,
too.
you don't vote for the president. They even tell you that the electoral college decides it. We need to change that. Yeah, good luck. Everybody that lost said that probably since the first presidential race. Like, losers
Yeah,
always
I
want to
definitely
change
agree
this
with that
shit.
too,
Oh, we would
super.
have won if they'd have moved the 10-yard line back. Come on.
But see, my thing is, I agree with that. You feel me? But if you just one day decided to be like, you know what, I want to vote, they putting a stop sign in your face. I might have had a felony for the lowest felony possible. You get what I'm saying? But now I don't have a right to vote. You get what I'm saying? It's like
Mm,
I feel like me. I've never voted in my life. Period. You know what I mean? But I'm just thinking like in the future, if I ever wanted to, if I ever did get fascinated into politics or anything, you never know. You get what I'm saying? Why can't I vote? Why can't I? You get what I'm saying?
I
That's
Because
feel
it would
you.
never
that's
work.
crazy.
Democracy can never work because once you have a majority, you automatically have a pissed off minority of people. Because all you need is 51% to get what you want. So if you got 51% of the public thinking, yeah, we should teach kids transgender bullshit, then you're stuck with it. And that's democracy. Like there needs to be a better system that's independent of the stupid concept of money, and
Mhm.
definitely they need to get their heads out of their asses about equality and quotas and all that shit because that hasn't helped.
No.
It's only made
Yeah.
shit worse.
I
These
No.
voted.
people keep cherry picking who they consider the best examples of every breed are, and they're picking just people that are going to fall right in line with their agenda.
I voted one time in my life, and I regret that shit to this day. I was
Well, what happened?
17. Nah, I had just voted for Obama on his first term. I was 17. It was my first time being able to vote. And I was 17 because that's when the voting was, but I turned 18 by the time he would be in office, so I got to vote. But just knowing the BS that he did and what he was on, and just coming into this truth now, I just feel bad.
But
Even
see,
though
it was all
he
Bush's
would have been in there
policies.
anyways.
When you're president, you
Mm.
can be the least you got to get both terms for your policies to be enacted while you're president. If you're just in there 4 years, you're still working off the old president shit. So it's like once you get that second term, then your policies will start showing, or else it goes into the next president's thing. And they don't really say much about it, because then you got to give Obama credit for Bush, and you got to give Bush credit for Clinton. But that's really how it works. Like it's all like a superimposed ladder structure in my head, to be honest with you. House.
I just think it's the dumbest shit ever to say. If you don't vote, you don't. You
Right.
That's your chance to have your voice heard. The fuck?
I agree with George Carlin's view. If I don't vote, then I'm not the one that put that person that's screwing shit up in power. I'm not responsible for their bad choices. You, who did vote, are part of the problem. So I
Exactly.
have every right to complain because I was smart enough to abstain. That's like saying, okay, these two people do heroin and they get all fucked up. I don't have no right to complain. Like, nah, I was smart enough to do the heroin. I should be the one that gets more of it. If anything, I'm smart enough to get 2 votes. You're smart, you can get 2 votes. Cancel out the 1 or 2 idiots. Thank you, son.
No, for real. And then that other dumb shit they say.
Good job.
Well, like my family saying that shit on Facebook. Like I be just wanting to jump in and say that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I be digressing. You know, because I ain't got time for that energy. But they be like, "Oh, I don't want to vote for Biden." Well, if you don't vote for Biden, it's a vote for Trump. The fuck?
Dude, this woman today, like the property manager, we were out there cleaning the dumpster. She was trying to say something to me and I couldn't hear because the mask pulls my ear down, pulls my hair in my ear. And she had hers, so she couldn't hardly talk. She's like, I can barely talk through this thing. I was like, right, I can't hear with it on. I was like, I can't wait for this shit together. And she goes, well, hopefully the election works and then it'll all go away. I was just like, oh, yeah, okay. As soon as she walked away, I was like, man, are you out of your goddamn mind? You really think that that's how it works? Because if it does work that way, people are going to lose
It's
their
so
shit.
sad. And I had said earlier, Design, it was sad how, you know, how Trump had to really read off that paper and he just looked depressed doing it. Because I am like, he didn't mean nothing he said. Right? He didn't mean nothing. Like you seen his body language, right? He didn't mean nothing. He looked depressed to even say it.
He's
You
reality
know,
TV.
like
What was he saying?
basically, I'm gonna just tell you in this way, in this term, what he was basically, because it was gibberish to me, but I'm gonna basically tell you exactly what he was saying. He was basically saying, you know, sorry for, without saying I'm sorry. I'm sorry for, what's happening with the students and them catching them the corona and, blah, blah, blah. I see that it's getting to a certain standard now and blah, blah, blah. And, we're going to do everything in our power to try to help the situation and, stuff like that. Shit he didn't want to fucking say.
No, he likes
You see
the
what I'm
fear
saying?
and the power.
Exactly.
He likes having it all shuffled up. And look at how many congressmen have gotten rich while this has been going on. Like,
Come on
there's a
now.
couple
Come
of them
on
that
now.
made like $22 million or some shit like that. I was reading. It was like, man,
Come on
that's some
now.
set up bullshit there.
Yeah, of course. It was set up to begin with. Super, like, as he was speaking, I ain't gonna lie to you. I zoned out and just really tuned everything he was saying out and just watching his body language, his eyes. Like I said, body language is the first thing of language with me, bro. You might tell me something out your mouth, but your eye roll, your eyebrows, your fingers, your way you walk might tell me something different. You get what I'm
He
saying?
might be one of Hitler's
So
kids. You never know.
you never know.
Because that's who he reminds me of. He's always at the podium with his little fist. We need to do this. We need to do that. And he does the fucking salute. Trump's in mini pictures doing the salute. It's like, yeah, man, how are you doing the Nazi salute, but you ain't the Nazi? Like, people, oh, you're just wrong. Trump's
How
not
that work?
racist and this and that. Like, you don't have to be a racist to be a hate monger and a murderer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't got to be
You
a
just got to be a
racist
murderer to be a murderer.
Mm-mm.
Dude's crooked as shit. He's a slumlord. He ain't got no special rights and privileges. Everything he's done's failed. And he doesn't even do anything. He just stamps his name on shit. Like it's the biggest con artist of all time.
There you go. He's a specialist at plotting and scheming, bro. He's a specialist. You feel me? He's a specialist. He made his come up from doing that. You know what I mean? He made his come up like that. You know what I mean? You know how many investors say Donald Trump was supposed to be in a different position long ago? Like he's supposed to have way more money than what he has now. Like there's so much fucked up that other people speak upon with this man. Everybody already knew about this man. But like bro said, about everything surrounding Kobe. Shit, there's a lot of things surrounding Donald Trump years ago. You get what I'm saying? And he was still telling people, nigga, I'm finna own this world, or I'm finna own the United States, or I'm finna. He was telling that 20, 30 years ago. Oh, I'm finna own the United States. I'm finna run this shit. I'm finna. He's been saying
And
that
he
shit.
got into the sex crowd, the sex magic Hollywood crowd, and got some secrets on 9/11 and bought his way into power with blackmail.
Nah, that shit just show how scripted it all is.
Oh, I flung
Like
beef seasoning into my eye.
Thanos said in Endgame, it's just destiny fulfilled. You feel me? Like it's
Facts.
so much stuff that showed that Trump was gonna be there. Like whether it's The Simpsons, whether it's that book, I can't think of the name of the book, but it's some kind of book about some time traveler named Trump way back when. I can't really give y'all the details on it, but it's deep.
The character is Barron Trump,
Hmm.
and he was the last president.
Yeah, there you go.
I remember that. But did
And
the
then
book really exist? You know,
who
like
knows?
just because they put it on Google doesn't make it real. That's what people need to stop forgetting.
Okay,
They
so what book you
Oh
guys talking
yeah,
about? Somebody wrote a book about him, or somebody?
No, it's like a book that was. Hold on, I'll look it up. It was written in 1910 or something like that.
yeah, about Barron Trump. About somebody went to the future and became the president or some shit. But then just even how his
Oh
name
shit.
signify his name signified the trumpets. You know, in the Bible they say the last trumpet.
Mm.
Ow!
See what
The
I'm
book's
saying?
called
This is
Barron
why I
Trump's
said people
Marvelous
need to get
Underground
on
Journey.
here. People need to hear you guys.
There
You
you
know what I
go.
mean? See, that put more light to my light. You know, like that's deep. That is deep, bro. You're right too, but that is deep.
No, it is, man. It's just, man, this world, dog, is wicked, man. And it's a
What do I put in this?
million rabbit holes you can go down, and it's a million truths that need to be unveiled. That's why I feel like for me, I feel like that flat Earth, it's the easiest one to prove and the biggest lie to me. You know, because they really got us thinking that we flying through infinite space, hurling. You know what I'm saying? This our house. You know what I'm saying? This our career. This where we live, and we don't even.
They tell you though, like if you look it up, all the calculations and the flight manuals and the army manuals, you can look all that stuff up. It's all calculated and regulated to a flat plane Earth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's easy
Why
to
bother with
prove.
that? If it's not a plane, you wouldn't even bother going through the trouble of that. You know,
I
like
know.
okay, it's this shape, but we're gonna pretend it's this, and you're gonna learn how to fly according to this. Nah,
Yeah. See, I simplify it though. See, I like when y'all detail it for me. You feel me? Me, I simplify it. That's just like you got to read between the lines. It's just in your face, man. You got to read between the lines. That's the only thing. Look, like I said, I keep telling people that's the only thing I can give props to Trump for. Hey, he'll tell you he don't like you. You know what I mean? He'll tell you shit now, motherfucker. I ain't, hey, no, we ain't doing that, motherfucker. I'm doing this. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but is that Trump or is that just the character he played?
Trump
I
is
think
the
it's a
deep
little.
state representative.
I was gonna say. I think it's a little bit of both. It's it's true to him as far as empowerment. Is that I know I can push it. I know I can do it. It may not be true for us. It may be true for him that he know he can do it. He has the power to make those moves. You get what I'm saying? And and
Trump's a
and
twin.
lies that just comes with the territory of what he's already what kind of line of work he was already in.
Trump's either a twin though, or he's got a replicant that also works. And you can watch it.
Yeah,
He has
well,
one
he a
Trump where he's
Gemini
always got a red tie and he's got the orange hair, and then he's
and the
got the
blue
other
tie.
Trump where he's got the blue tie and the gray hair, and the suit color's different too. I think. So, like that's a big theory that's out there because a
I
lot of
feel
them do.
like,
They'll have secret twins, and
well,
you
I'm about
won't
to
even
sleep
know
good tonight. Y'all don't even know.
That nigga, this
I
nigga
got a
crazy.
little cold. You feel me?
Scissor.
That's why I just put my hoodie on. I got my sweats on. I'm finna sweat this shit out. You feel me? But
Yeah.
I already feel like those people in power, like that cloning shit. I feel like it's truth in that.
Well,
And
it is and it isn't. They basically take somebody that looks pretty much like you, and they do all the surgery and alter you to finish the job. Like Dave Chappelle. The guy had the basic bone structure of Dave Chappelle,
mm-hmm.
and he kind of pulls off the voice, but not quite because he can't do all of Dave Chappelle's other voices.
Yeah,
You
but
notice he used to drop that shit in his lives. He would be like doing another joke and be like, "I'm Rick James," or he would do some of his older stuff. The new Dave Chappelle shit, he never does any of that, and that's how you know it ain't him. Because you never change your style. Like your style's your style. Now all of a sudden he's buff. Like, come on, how you go? You went 35 years of your life thin as a rail, and suddenly you're just beefcake. Come on.
right, like
Because
Gucci
it
Mane,
was a full.
he
Go
went
ahead,
his
go ahead,
whole
Super.
life big, no facial hair. Then he get out of prison. Now this dude got a full beard. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen Gucci Mane with no beard.
Did he get
And
the Muslim hat too?
no, but
Take it to his beard.
like, you don't know who Gucci. You probably don't know who Gucci Mane is like that, but
I know the name, but I
dog,
honestly don't
he
listen to
went
it.
in. He went in big, fat, no baby face, no facial hair ever. Gucci Mane was out for like 15 years before he got locked up. No, no facial hair. Then he come home. Not all he
Looking
got
like
is
a
a
piece
full
of
beard,
artwork.
piece of artwork, dog.
He come home looking like a piece of artwork. Ain't no
Picasso
fat in his body.
at all.
I mean, my
Teeth
boy came out a new
perfect.
man.
Real talk. But
I
I was
couldn't
finna
even
ask,
recognize him.
have y'all seen that movie, The Island?
Yeah, I got
The
that one.
island. Nah, I haven't. What, the island?
Yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
one's about replicants where they grow people for the body parts, the rich people. So they have a clone that lives on this island, and like every time that a rich person needs a body part, they'll be like having the lottery. And so someone thinks they won the lottery and they get to leave the island and go back because the mainland's poisoned or whatever, but they get to go to this island where everything's purified and it's all good and clean again. So they win the lottery, and in reality, they're just getting dissected so the rich person can get a new liver or a new kidney or something, you know? And
That's what
then,
the fuck going on for real. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's what the fuck going on for real.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, all these rich people, they got replicas. And not only that,
why wouldn't you?
I feel like they're able to transfer consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I believe in reincarnation, but I feel like they have the blueprints to reincarnation, so they can tell when they're gonna come back, where they're gonna come back,
Mm-hmm.
Because
what
it's not a
time.
natural process.
Yeah,
And they keep, they figure it's not even so, it's basic. Like, you just basically transfer the electric signature.
have you seen Chappie?
Chappie. Chappie. Sounds familiar. Is it a clown?
It's a robot.
I feel like I have, but not in a long time.
It's on Netflix, but it's pretty much this dude. He created a robot, like they got a bunch of robots and shit, you know what I'm saying, that are AI, but he builds one that has his own conscience that's able to learn. You know what I'm saying? So the robot, basically raised him from a baby and teach him everything, and then he they was able to transfer his consciousness because the dude who created him died, so they transferred his consciousness up to another robot. Yeah, so that's
Like
deep.
like
I put out a
in
video on
another
that a
form
while
of like
ago.
that movie Get Out in a way. Is it something like that movie Get Out in a way?
Yeah, kind of like Get Out, but it's kind of like Get Out meets our robot. You know what I'm saying? Just
Okay.
imagine if
Okay.
Will Smith died, cause you know that robot he was fucking with was different than the rest. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? He was able to grow consciousness from an AI state. So once you're able to manipulate consciousness in a computer, then you're able to save your consciousness to a computer. You know what I'm saying? You can just upload it to a different skin.
Because that movie Get Out, that was a real movie too. That I mean, just being honest. And
Yeah. But that's
All
that's
of them,
that's
man.
that's true on the basic sense of us not knowing ourselves. Like we've been saying a
yep.
lot. Like you ain't been subscribed to truth, and you missed my stream. But like a lot of things we've just been talking about is know thyself, and that get out is representative of us not knowing ourselves. We get influenced by different stuff, and we put our higher self in the back seat. You know what I'm saying? That voice in our head just sink back further back, and we make decisions not off reason, but off emotion, or
Hmm.
Okay.
Damn,
Steam
man,
coming off the
that's
inside.
crazy, bro. That's fucking crazy, bro. Just like how that movie, I think it was The Day After Tomorrow or something, where they were building the little arcs. They had like 2, 3 arcs, and they was only bringing the important people on there. And
Yeah.
2012.
2012, that's what it was. 2012.
Mm.
That is exactly how I feel like they got this shit mapped out. You
Oh,
feel me?
real
Exactly.
yeah, and I
Even
take it
putting it
even
into the Bible.
deeper. Well, cause I got a theory too, but I ain't gonna get into that cause it's long. I want to do a stream on it soon. I got so many ideas I want to do, but it's only so much hours in the day.
Just spit them out, man. You ain't got to make grand presentations. It's all about the idea. You seen the shitty videos I make. I don't even care if there's background. I don't care what I look like. I need to get the thought out when it's still pure
Hmm.
and fresh and
Yeah,
encapsulate it. And then if I want to polish it up later for somebody, yeah. But sometimes
yeah.
you just gotta get it and hit it raw.
But no, Martin Kenny, he got a video on his shit on all the different lands on the flat Earth. How, east like Mars and Venus, all those are sun and moons to the next lands further out. But supposedly this year on my birthday, you know what I'm saying, 12/21, that's when all the planetary systems are supposed to align for the first time in like 20,000, or this quote unquote 24-hour clock. I can't tell you how many years it is, but it's supposed to be revolving around a 24-hour clock. And right now we are an hour past midnight. I can't remember what year they said that. I think it was like 2016. We was an hour till midnight. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And that
the
means,
nuclear clock, though.
hmm.
That's usually referring to the nuclear clock,
Well, I mean,
like when nuclear war will happen.
yeah. But pretty much all the planets supposed to align, and all the force fields in between the lands are supposed to open up.
Oh, what was it?
And I feel like that flood, all the mud flood theories and shit we've been hearing in the community, like, see, I don't know how far you is,
Hmm.
cause I've been on YouTube Truth for about 5 years now. You know what I'm saying? So I got a whole bunch of thoughts and shit just meshing in my head. But mud floods was something that people was debating about, and I feel like what you just said about them arcs is gonna be some real shit. Cause like, what if the land shift You know what I'm saying? Because it's supposed to be seven eventually, like the word seven heavens. We all heard that shit before. And right now, it's only four. So if it was to happen, then that means a new land would be birthed from the middle of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like a ripple effect. So our shit would shift out. So like
Mhm.
that truth in 2012, how they give us the globe breaking apart, all these lands
Mhm.
getting flooded, but I mean that shit could really happen to us in a different
It
sense.
really happened. It really can. And I think that's how the government would evacuate the shit. They'll just take the important people, the ones that they feel like are
Hmm.
important, and everybody else got to fend for themselves.
And that's why they
They're gonna
closing all
take,
this shit down.
They go up into the
they're
high
gonna take a
mountain
male.
bases.
They're gonna take a male and a female lion, a male and a female giraffe. I mean, everything that was
All
in
they
that
need is
movie.
the sample in a tissue cup.
You hear me?
They'll restart everything like
Everything
that
they
with
said in the
seed.
Right?
movie.
They don't even.
And
They don't
then for
even. That's the
humans,
thing.
you
They
just
wouldn't
need
even need to
7
take.
breeding pairs.
Yeah, like you just
So you
said this.
have
I am.
14 people, 7 men, 7 women, and you can repopulate the whole earth genetically with 7
Mhm.
breeding pairs
Mhm.
without a genetic defect for at least 48 generations. I know my
It's crazy,
genetics.
bro.
Like, I don't talk a lot of it because people don't understand genetics. They come up with the craziest dumb shit, and we're adapting, we're evolving. Like, no, you're not. Your genetics are not changing. There's no mutant X gene. You're not going to get superpowers. That's not how DNA works.
Yeah,
You get a
I,
mutation in
I,
your DNA, it either gets eradicated quickly or it tries multiplying itself and writing itself over and over and becomes a cancer because it's an amorphous, non-useful bunch of cells. So it's just called cancer. That's all it is. It's retarded cells that don't want to get with the program and won't take the code. It's
yeah. I'm finna say I agree with you, but to an extent,
Cycles was
I
trying to get to
feel
it last
like
night because Nikki and Satara were saying that. Satara was like, "Well, I've seen bugs change," and he was like, "Well, how?
my
Like, do you have extra wings, or their eyes are different colors, or
mic check. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear
go
you.
ahead, cuz.
Oh no, I was just saying like I feel like in a sense we are evolving, we are mutating to these smart human type people. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, I can't speak for y'all, but for me, like, and early on Truth Channel, Dojo was saying it like it's always seemed like, and now that I'm aware of it, I could tell when these ideas that are not my own or pure to me just pop into my head. You know what I'm saying? It could be something so cruel, evil, that'll just manifest in my head as a thought, like, do this. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like I've been having these suicidal thoughts, not like where I'm depressed and I want to have suicide, but like, I got a strap. You know what I'm
No, the
saying? But
shit, the
every
system,
time I
dude.
come around my strap or I get close to my gun, it's like I had this thought of me pulling the trigger on myself. And I don't understand where that shit coming from. But I be having a bunch of instances where, I just had these irrational thoughts come into my head in a split second.
Comes from your
And
smartphone.
exactly.
Like,
They tapping into us. And I feel like
you
the
can see the
genetics
video
is
on
something.
the Hexagon channel. Fucking one day, every thumbnail in my list, for a split second, it was showing the picture of Kurt Cobain with the gun in his mouth. Remember that one? Like the guy from Nirvana. So like that's
Yeah.
his picture. So every thumbnail would show that for a split second, and then go back to normal, what it's supposed to be, Sir Drive, Saturday Night Live, whatever's on the list. And it kept doing it. So like I filmed it. And then I closed out and reset my phone and started over. And when I went back to YouTube, I clicked on another video that I wanted to watch. And then it went to that Nirvana video with dude having the gun in his mouth. And it's like, why? They're trying to program some suicidal ideology
I'm
for
telling you,
quick
man, they
flash.
tapping in. They tapping in on a whole nother level, and it's
Dude,
scary
when
though.
y'all, who was it? I think it was Kirk talking about Rush, the drummer for Rush, or somebody was talking about him the other day. And sure enough, later that night, like it was recommending the same Rush song to me. So they're
Oh
even
yeah.
listening to their own shit.
Oh yeah. They definitely
That's
be
how that's
listening.
how intricate their shit is. Wheels
Like you,
within wheels.
yeah, you could be
So
talking
they
about
trying to put
something.
chips in niggas for real? So
Yeah,
they
I
trying to
don't.
put chips in niggas for real, huh?
I feel
they got
like.
pet. That, it's not going to be like people think. It's going to be like PetSmart, where you got your little pet ID chip. It's going to be a little grain of rice in your hand, and they can scan it, and yeah, it'll tell them, okay, this guy's worked, so he's got some credits or whatever. It'll tell them it's control. It's all control,
It's a
and
it's
that's
a
the whole
it's a
point.
new
Is
way of it's a new way of social security, just a digital form, more of a I can find you
it's
easier
a total
form, huh?
loss of freedom
I
Hmm.
feel
because you
like.
can decide to spend your money now. Say I want to give you $5 to Cash App, and I can go buy a blunt. I can go do this, and I can go do that. Well, now all of a sudden, if you got a chip or you just got a card and you don't have access to that currency, well, we're like Nancy Grace or whatever that chick is on TV where they call her up and ask if they can spend their money, and she tells them, nope, you can't. And the system's
Mhm.
going to be doing that. Hey, I want to donate some money to this guy. Nah, we don't support that guy. You can't donate to him. Denied.
He didn't get his
What?
vaccination. Denied.
Okay,
Exactly.
so what you think, Super? What you think, man?
I feel like where we're headed, we won't need a chip. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we already chipped. We got these phones that we carry around all day. They got a SIM card chip in there. Our damn ATM cards got chips in them. Damn near
Yeah.
every car made after 2000, probably what, 15, 16, got
Mhm.
Bluetooth, Wi-Fi technology in it, GPS. You know what I'm saying? We already been tracked and traced here, there, and back. So I feel like the next step would be the smart human. You know what I'm saying? We got smartphones, smart TV,
Exactly.
smart cars.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? We
That's the
just moving to,
blasphemy.
yeah, we moving to that smart
The
human. Whether it's gonna
convergence.
be a chip, an implant, fucking something over your eye like a little patch, something that tap into your brain. But I feel like these signals I've been getting, they already tapping into our brains. You know what I'm saying? And this 5G shit, like this technology we getting on, like we really gonna be uploaded to the web. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be able to look at somebody with your eyes, and you're gonna have these little robot fucking shit come up on the screen, who they is, all they list of shit that they did, you know what I'm saying? What they human score is. Like we all
Like a
gonna have
baseball card.
scores. You know what I'm saying? We all gonna have scores. You either gonna have like a high score or a low score.
Well, they
And
already
based
have
off
that in
that,
China.
yeah,
The social
Mm.
social validation points or whatever they are. And if you don't have enough points, you
you
can't
can't get
travel.
in. Yeah, you
You
can't get
can't do
in
this. You can't.
places. You
It's like,
can't do that.
fuck
And
that noise.
it's a show on Netflix called Black Mirror that they did that shit. And that shit, it's real. Like that's what we moving to. You know what I'm saying? Technology is a motherfucker, and they
Mhm.
babying us with it. Like these iPhones, man, they had this technology back in the '80s, '60s, '50s. You know what I'm saying?
They've
But
always had it.
yeah,
It's
facts.
basic shit. If you really study it, it's basic. It's just waves. It's just controlling waves. Light and sound are both the same thing. It's sound is light slowed down, really, really slow. But it's still the same thing. That's why they're able to compress TV and send it through the airwaves because they're sending two forms of light wave. And for whatever reason, because people see the false light of the TV, that tricks them. So when they see it on TV, it's real. Oh, I can do this, I can do that because I read about it and it was on TV. But there's no validation other than that until they start
Mhm.
talking themselves into that delusive state, self hypnotizing, the same way the
Mm.
devil does. That's the devil's biggest trick. Everybody's like, oh, the devil's biggest trick is convincing you it didn't exist. Wrong. The devil's real biggest trick is getting in your ear in your own voice and saying, man, I really want to do this shit.
What I say earlier, man, that's crazy. I wish you
Mm-hmm.
were there. He's an internal manipulator.
Yep.
You
Straight
know.
up.
He's just always sitting there waiting for his opportunity. Nah, man, steal that.
Mhm.
Nah, go hit that motherfucker. You can fuck that chick and get away with it. Your wife won't know.
Real talk.
Fact.
You just
Fact.
gotta be like, "Hey, just get off my shoulder."
I
Got
was
to.
thinking about getting that tattoo on me though, like the angel and the devil,
Mm-hmm.
cause it's a duality thing though. You know what I'm saying?
I
Cause
did, and the devil one didn't take.
it's like love and hate. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hate wouldn't be nothing without love. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And love
Best trip
wouldn't
to the
be
devil,
nothing
buddy.
without hate. And it's like you can
Yeah.
use both of them because you can hate something and it be positive. You know what I'm saying? Like pedophiles. You know what I'm saying? I hate pedophiles.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Good
saying?
one. Good example.
And
And
the
rapist.
yeah, and it's just like we need that balance in between the two. And it's crazy because all the cartoons used to do it. They had an angel over here, and they had the devil over here. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta
And they showed you
realize
right and
that
wrong.
you know what I'm saying. That's the balance. That's why you gotta have a level head because you got good and evil on your shoulders. And like I said, you just gotta know when to channel evil. Well, I wouldn't say evil, but you know.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
so much channeling it. It's like the Bible said, "Be meek as a lamb, cunning as a serpent. Be wise. Know the tactics. Know how to battle. Know how to combat and fight back. All of it, but don't compromise your goodness to do it."
Mm.
Facts.
Like, yeah, I could stop pedophilia quick. There's a list of where they all live. Wouldn't take me but one cool, quiet night to just go around and swoop in and cut them up just one by one. Nobody would ever keep me all this stuff. You're doing it. Shit's nonsense. You know how many hairs are in the house? Ain't nobody getting caught. We found one hair on this carpet. What the hell
Mm.
you did? You ever seen a carpet after you vacuumed it?
Facts.
Shit's black. There's stuff you ain't. You're like, where did that come from? Leaves. I didn't even see leaves on my carpet. They're in the vacuum. They'll be the first to
Man.
tell you. There ain't no DNA database. There ain't no none of that shit. It's all fucking Hollywood garbage.
So okay, let me ask y'all something else then. I got a
If they could
perspective
do all
too
that, they
on
wouldn't
this.
need the confession as bad as they do.
I got a I got a perspective on it too, but I want to ask y'all perspective on it real fast. So what do y'all think about the little slogan with the "All Lives Matter"? And what y'all think about that? All lives matter.
I think it's stupid just because I don't like people talking in bumper stickers. Like when people have to have a trigger slogan, they're just doing their own conditional emotion responses to themselves. Another self-reinforced delusion. Like if
Mm.
I'm not happy, I'll tell you, hey man, I'm not feeling it right now. But usually people can sense it and they'll be like, yo man, go take a bong hit and snap out of it. And like when they're just all lives matter, all lives like you're just saying that because you don't want to be racist, but at the same time you don't want people being
Mhm.
racist against you. I understand that, but
Mhm.
it's it's like everybody's stuck in fucking fifth grade. Like just
And
say
what you just said
nothing.
to the
Just walk
match
around
into
and
what
smile
I'm
and be
gonna
friendly to
say.
people. You don't need to chant a slogan. You can just walk up and say, hey, what's going on, brother? Hey man, how are you? What's cool? Like I don't know how it's hard for people. I'm used to slinging weed, so I'm always out there making. Back in the day, like since then I've stopped all that because we legalized it too, so we don't have to. But I'm a collective worker, like I'm a caretaker, so legally I can go out and sell shit. So I'll be going to the bar, going wherever I'm at. Hey man, what's up? You like smoke? Check out what I got. Become a client. And
See, how I look at it, is I am what you just said is right too. That it's also that is definitely right, and incorporates with how I feel about it. See, people are saying that because of what you just said. See, they got to understand when we say Black Lives Matter, we're not discounting your sister or your brother or your cousin or none of that. When we say Black Lives Matter, we ain't seeing no cop, pulling over killing this white person or pulling over and killing this Ethiopian or pulling over and killing. We talking about the cops killing black people. You get what I'm saying? That's been going on, and the higher percentage of it it outweighs all type of ethnic. You get what I'm saying? So when we say Black Lives Matter, we're talking about as far as how we've been treated as a whole, not by oh Kathy's family in Alpharetta. If y'all ain't got nothing to do with it, don't worry about it. People,
No, it's a percentage.
they know who we're talking about. You get
You
what
got
I'm
to get
saying?
everybody to understand the math of it because they're always like, well, there's more white people killed by cops. Like, no, understand the percentage of the population.
Yes,
And
yes.
then when you're comparing numbers, it's two different fucking ball games.
You know,
And that's what people don't understand. It's a greater percentage of your community. Like,
because this is how they're trying to switch it up. This I am. Well, white people, yeah, the white people get killed too, and Mexicans get killed too. Yeah, they do. Yeah, we get, white people kill white people, black people kill black people. Mexicans kill Mexicans, and
and not in a
interracials kill,
disproportionate
each other.
majority.
But we're talking about
Mhm.
police. We're talking about the government. We're talking about how they are goddamn rocking us to the core and have been doing it.
All of
You
it,
get what
dude.
I'm
They've got it so black people are their own worst enemy, especially the men. Like, that shit's insane. Like, I, I don't understand the programmer's intentions with that because at the end of the day, the people are just going to hunt them down and kill them
saying?
with their bare hands. And it's like, if you want to
Mm-hmm.
die that bad, just shoot yourself. Don't make everybody else go crazy over your shit. That's why there's got to be that evil devil hand behind it because who else has that goal? Human's goals are limited to his lifetime.
Fact.
And they
And I just
already,
think the
but see, they
people.
took it over. Like the BLM representatives I met out here, they were all, ooh, let's get the footage and let's do this. Because it was public and they wanted to be seen talking to a white guy and talking about the person that got run over by a car. But then once the action was gone, they didn't really care about that person that got hit. The
Mm-hmm.
black person that
I,
got ran over right in front of me on camera on a live stream. Hey, so what happened there? I'm always saying black just so it's convenient. Nobody's thought of a better
nah,
term
bro.
yet.
Nah, bro. Much respect, bro. Because
And
people always
if
try
they
to.
had contacted me and been like, "Hey man, we need this footage, download it for us," I would have gave them way more respect because then I would have seen, hey, they really do care because there's one life that mattered. It's supposed to matter to them. Where's this help? I tried getting in contact with the police. I gave fucking contact information and the video links to a couple of detectives. Nothing. So it's like you can do your part and it still won't go nowhere, but at least you do your part. And I did my part. People knew about it. They know it happened. It's out there. They can always go back and watch the video. If they ever ask about it, I'll be like, yeah, none of them people did shit.
I
I'll just put on their performance and walked away.
I about to
Exactly.
say,
Because. Oh, go ahead, Super.
yeah, because I'm probably about to digress after this, but
Okay.
I mean, I probably got an unpopular opinion on it. Like me, I feel like all lives matter is a powerful statement because at the end of the day, all lives do matter. You know what I'm saying? Your life is not more or less valuable than mine. It's equal. And I feel like it's more powerful to say all lives matter because
Do you
um
support abortion?
no, I don't, and I never had an abortion.
See, I
I
think a lot of people that'll say all lives matter. You say, well, what about the babies that are aborted? And
and then
that's
I
when they
and I
get
would
that
and
butt
then
in the head.
I would be an advocate for not having abortions. You know what I'm saying? Like
I know what you're saying.
I feel like that's some bullshit because it's more babies aborted this year alone than suicides, corona, flu, all that shit.
I caught
The
28
numbers is
felonies
high.
over an abortion.
Do what?
I got 28 felony charges over an abortion.
What?
Yeah, like when I was 19, I was dating this chick for a while, like a few months, and she got pregnant.
You muted.
And like I was willing to go
Oh,
to work full time
I'm
and not
sorry.
take
My
care.
headphones fell off on that one. I'm sorry. My headphones fell off. I heard something about felonies for abortion. So say that again.
I said I caught 28 felonies over an abortion. So like I was dating this chick and she got pregnant and like we were cool. Like she was gonna stay in college and do not drop out, and I was gonna work my ass off and provide money and everything was gravy. But then her mom and her stepdad found out and they controlled her trust from her real dad. So that was all her college funds and all her money to live. And they basically told her, if you go and have this baby with this guy, you're getting cut the fuck off. You're gonna get none of that money ever. We're done with you. That's it. You depend on him. You go. Uh, had her convinced for a while, and then fucking out of nowhere, she was just like, I can't do it. And fucking, she had like the abortion on December 21st when she was like 6 months pregnant.
December?
21st.
No, my birthday. Can't be doing that.
So like I was crazy after that for a minute, and I was just so spun. Like I was taking Ativans. I don't know if you ever heard of them, but I was eating like 15, 20 of them at a pop, a couple of times
Yeah,
a
damn.
day, smoking everything I could get it on. And I would call up and just leave vile messages on their voice machine, how I was going to come over there and kill and torture the dogs and just crazy, vile shit. And then one day I was on acid and some Valiums.
Tortured the
I was
dog.
just fucking out of it. And I drove over there. And I remember the stepdad coming out. I remember looking at him as he approached me. And I don't remember nothing after that except getting in my other car because the cops were looking for my red Hyundai, but I'd blown the engine of that, so I had another car, a brown Lincoln Town car that my friend was letting me drive while he was out of town. So I jumped in that car and smoothly drove past the cops on the way out, got back to my city, and then fucking I don't even had no recollection. And I was asking my brother, I was like, how'd I get home? He's like, man, I drove you home. He's like, what the fuck did you do? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, you were covered in blood. I was like, did I have my knife? He's like, no. I was like, I ain't killing nobody. I was like, I probably
Mm.
just got in a fight. He's like, well, you're not bleeding. I'm like, I know, I probably just got in a fight. And then fucking, like, later that day, detectives were calling, like, yo, we're brother, like, this brother, like, he ain't here right now. He's working the night shift somewhere. Why, what's up? And they're like, well, he committed assault, he did this, and he's got terrorist threats, fucking all kinds of crazy shit, 28 different crazy shits.
28.
So then I was like fugitive status for a minute, laying low. And then eventually they caught up to me.
I'm sorry. We can laugh about it now because you
They
okay.
eventually
Your
caught me.
ass
And
said
they're
I
like,
was
yeah, we know where
fugitive
you're at.
status. I had to lay
You need to
low.
come clean. So I was like, all right, I'll come in on, like, give me 2 weeks to tighten up all my business and get everything tied up, and I'll come in and turn myself in. And they're like, okay. So then I immediately called my cousin. I'm like, yo, man, can the Marines get me out of jail? And he's like, are you in jail right now? I was like, nope, but if I don't go in the Marines, I'm going to be. He's like, let me talk to my guy. So fucking he talked to his boss.
So you did a pre-order.
Yup. They tested
Custom.
me. My testing was really good. Like I was physically, I was shaped as a motherfucker, and I'm smart as a whip. So like I tested really well. I will take you. So I joined the Marines, and I had a little letter that said, if you charge me with any of this shit, it'll ruin my career in the Marines and ruin my chances of the future.
Mm.
So like he looked at the letter because he's like, man, I don't even know what evidence you could present that would change my mind. He's like, based on what I've seen and heard just in my own reading of it this morning, he's like, you're guilty. I was like, well, I got
Mm.
this letter from my recruiter. He read that shit. He's like, all right, recess. And he went and called the guy. And then he came back. He's like, well, I have no problem letting you go. It's up to the woman and her stepdad. You know, like if you guys are willing to let go of the charges, he's going to join the Marine Corps. He'll be gone. He'll be stationed otherwhere. You'll never see him again. He's like, so it's up to y'all to show compassion. And you could tell like the woman made dude do it because dude was mad. Like I must have whooped his ass because the way he was like he just wanted to fucking chew on my head, you know. But she's like, just let him
Nigga was
go.
like, no, my dog.
I might have. I don't know if I fucked the dog up. I can't imagine I would, but I was gone, dude. It was some good acid, and they were the real Valiums, the Roach. So they let me slide. But I did like boot camp.
That was nice though, because they didn't have to. They didn't press no charges. They said fuck it, just go to the Marines and go.
They dropped all their charges because I agreed to go away and never contact them again and never go near their house. I don't even go to that city if I'm back east. I'll stay away from that whole city.
When's the last time you seen her?
That day in court,
Mm.
because the judge said, you know, I could always reinstate this shit because there's no statute on some of it. I was like, okay. So I don't ever push it. I took it for what it was, played the game.
Lesson learned.
Boot camp like a month and a half, and then I
Mhm.
became a conscientious objector after a church service. And got out of that court.
Man, emotions are a powerful thing, man. Emotions, man. Listen what you did. Listen what you just said. You had no recollection after. You get what I'm saying of what you done or what you had done. Like emotions is, man.
Can make you a
Emotions is
monster
like
sometimes.
quicksand, man.
Real talk.
Damn, bro. And you know what? Just by looking at you, just by knowing that, like, well, I wouldn't have never seen that. You get what I'm saying? And just to know you got a story like that, shit, bro. Like that's a blessing that that there was some people that was like, nah, you know what? Even though you fucked me up, shit, go ahead and live your life. Just live your life away from us. You know what I mean? And that's
Mm-hmm.
kind of hard for some people to do. You know what I mean? Especially if they got hurt too. You know what I mean? Because people pride get
Okay.
hurt too. Especially you came to they shit, man. Yeah, that was a blessing, bro. That was a real blessing. And you said 28 of them? Shit,
I was
shit.
scared, dude.
What?
That's all I could see in my
28.
future. I was like looking probably 10 years. Like, fuck, dude.
But you
I
did
don't want to be
something
in
like
the
other than
deep
beat them up. You whipped
suffocation.
out that hook knife or something.
I'd have
You done
been
brought
in
Had
the
to.
Tidewater Correctional
Brass
doing the show
knuckles.
on Scared Straight.
it wasn't just fighting you were doing. You were picking up bricks. You were doing. You look.
Pots and pans.
You know.
There's no telling, man. I'm trained. Like since day
Fact.
one, I was trained to
Since day
combat
one.
evil in the apocalypse. Like
Since day one. Since day one.
My boy said he trained. No,
all
fact.
this shit people talk about, like people were giving me books when I was a kid. Like, here, check this out, Chariot of the Gods. And check this out, and check this out. These are all the ideologies. This is what everybody out there believes, and learn it and study it, so you have a point of reference to talk about it. And whether you believe it or not is inconsequential because it's all man-made books, and it's just part of the system. You got to identify with something in order to learn to express yourself. It's kind of like training wheels. At some point, you take them off and begin writing your own books. You don't read as much, but you never lose the love of learning. You just want to learn from the human book at that point.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like
Look at it.
everybody's reaching that point now. That's why we're all enjoying the panel so much because everybody's finally at the same level. So it's great for me. It's like, yes, yes, yes. More brothers to sit there and
Fact.
read each other and read the right way and learn and get the real story, the living word.
Real
Nah,
talk.
facts,
This
bro.
should be therapeutic, man.
Nah, it is, man, because I had a situation like that too. It was a different situation though. It wasn't about no bullshit. It just gave me an STD, man. I went crazy. You feel me? I couldn't. Hey, so my emotions. You get what I'm saying? But see, I should already knew what I was dealing with. You get what I'm saying? So it's really, laugh at me. Really, I knew what I was dealing with. I let my emotions overpower my intelligence though, and
Mm-hmm.
I went over there with a purpose, not thinking that I might not make it back. You get what I'm saying? And I ended up facing the whole family. Out of anger, and then didn't really care what could have been brought to me. I could have died in front on their porch. You know what I mean? But my emotions was telling me, I'm hurt. I've been cheated on. Everything that I knew that this girl might do to me anyway. You know what I mean? So I kind of just let my emotions overpower my intelligence, and that's what I'm saying. I
Because you
understand
had
your
no other
story.
outlet.
It's a different situation, but same circumstance. I didn't have no record. After I left,
Same
I really
principle.
didn't think. I didn't. My friend had to tell me, "Yo, you hit this girl, you did this," and I was like, "No, fuck, I did." Like, no, fuck, I did. What are you talking about, man? I don't even remember me doing that, nigga. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Shit like that. Like,
Mm,
I understand, bro. Emotions is fucking powerful, bro. For real. Look at
I have lots
Super
of
over there.
memories.
Look, you a trooper, Super. You a trooper, dog. I ain't lying, dog.
hey,
You a soldier, bro. You
I'm
you you
tired,
you you
man.
you said you was finna go goddamn. You was finna be out for the count a minute ago, bro. But you like a shining star, bro. You know
Most active member.
you
You feel me? Most active member,
nah for real.
man. I'm over here dozing though, but I got my eyes closed. But I'm
Yeah,
still listening because you know
He's
what
in
I'm
a small
saying.
select group. Me and him and K Smith,
Hey, shout out to us.
active members. Woo!
Yeah.
We need
I'm
to get
here,
a little
man. I'm gonna
package
be
in.
active now for sure. I'm gonna be active on all y'all shit. Y'all gonna see
Oh
me.
yeah, you get that
Yeah.
$50 prize money, and you get bragging rights.
Hey.
You get to be president of the arbitrary gang. Now Super's time to carry the torch and lead all the rabble rousers in the chat.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, yeah. I might need them $50 for NBA 2K21.
Oh yeah. What system you on, my boy?
I got the Xbox One S.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm about to get the I'm gonna get the play. I don't know.
PS5.
I'm trying to debate whether I should get the 5 when it do drop. What y'all think, man?
got to.
Got to.
PlayStation
Hey,
never
did you
lets us
did you
down.
uh did
Never.
you accept my friend request? This I am
Where?
on PS4. I had sent you a request last night. I think.
No, I'll log on and do it in a minute once he
Yeah.
falls asleep. I don't have actual
They
internet
don't.
here, so like I run it off hotspot, and I haven't. I got to buy a Game Pass again because mine ran out. And I would do
Yeah.
disputes with them for a while because I was like, "Yo, man, I didn't have any cable. They cut my cable, so 6 months of my year's pass went to waste." And they're like, "Well, we can't do anything about it." I'm like, "You can give me 6 months. Like, are y'all the
Uh,
fucking company or not? Like,
So they don't have crossplay yet. Like you can't do crossplay.
they're supposed to.
yeah, they supposed to be bringing it.
Some games like Skyrim online, you can, and I think one of the Call of Duty, the newer one, the Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, I like playing Apex though. That's my shit.
Do I have that?
You Apex. What's the, that's a game?
It's a battle royale shooting game,
Oh, shooting
like
game. Okay.
like Call of Duty, but each legend they got like special
AT&T.
abilities, like on some Black Ops 2 shit. How they had them different characters that did different shit. It's pretty dope though. It's a free game too. It's
Oh,
free
I
to
can
download,
download it.
free to play.
What am I thinking of? Nexus Point?
This one.
That one's The Witcher. My friend bought me mine a while ago because I let him crash in my house for a while to avoid having to live back with his mom and dad while he was looking for a place. So he's like, "You want a new staircase? Your front porch?" But he wants PS4 and some games. I was like, "Games? Like, okay, I'll jump up to the damn shit."
That's what's up.
Oh my
Now,
But
like,
God,
the
I'm sorry. I have to
Lego
put that on. My
Skyrim.
niece is going going through a trial. Look, she over here making me laugh. She's talking about I'm serious. It's a life crisis right now.
I thought I heard her FaceTiming somebody. She must really be going
Yeah,
through it. Yeah,
she
good luck.
did. She was talking to me that while I put y'all on mute real quick. It's just so I love her to death. Like I said, I bet she was a tiny, tiny baby and stuff, man. Now she's a teenager, and it's just crazy, man. Like your development and everything like that, man. And
Mm.
I just love to hear her speak sometimes because I hear the growth and I hear like the knowledge. So smart. You feel what I'm saying? It's
Destiny.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's
what
crazy.
it is.
Like your son, I do that because
Mm.
what's that? Destiny. That's a
Destiny.
good game.
I don't
No,
know. I haven't tried it yet because I don't have enough memory on PS4 to do a game without
right.
Mm-hmm.
deleting other stuff. So like all the ones I have
Mm.
left, I can't delete because they're all the games I actually play, like GTA 5 and
I
Like
got
this, I
I
am
got
like
GTA
with your
5.
son.
Call of Duty
I
World War
do
II is still loaded in, like 5
I
different
do
Lego
that
games.
I do that a lot with your son, this I am because shit, first of all, I love kids. First of all, you feel me? That's point blank. Period. I love them. And second is like I don't know if you told him no, you can have no Jolly Rancher 2 hours ago, and he's upset. I might brighten up his night real quick, put a smile on his
Yeah,
face.
just chilling,
Sound like look at him,
watching
chilling.
Problem
You feel
Child
what I'm saying?
Part 2.
Y'all be chilling. Y'all be kicking. Yo, I love that. Y'all be
So I got
look,
that
man. Y'all be.
balance. I'm dad, but I'm also his teammate. I'm the
Oh,
Right.
so you
captain.
heard I
He's
was
my
saying earlier,
soldier.
right? So you heard what I was saying earlier,
Exactly.
right? You have to
Mm-hmm.
balance it out. This is not like where you could just be a strict parent nowadays. You're gonna lose your
You ain't
kids.
leave it to Beaver no more.
Straight up.
You got to be a mentor. You got to be all of it. Because that's how it always was supposed to be. This concept of childhood that everybody's got, where dad goes to work and the kids home with mom, that's only been here since the 1930s. Before that, once your kid was 6, 7 years old and mature enough, you take him to work with you and start teaching him the trade. If you're
Mhm.
making wood, you give him a little block of wood and some nails and a little blueprint. And you're like, here, build this little box. I'm gonna be over here building the wall. You got questions? Come and ask me. And that's how shit got done. And then you had guilds of carpenters.
That's
Like,
some real shit.
you used to talk to people and be like, well, my grandpa was a plumber, and my dad was a plumber, now I'm a plumber. Now you don't hear any of that shit. You hear, well, I
Mhm.
didn't know my dad, or my dad was this, or my dad was that, and now I do this. It's like, why?
Yep.
This shit's in your blood, literally. Like, running the ball.
That's real shit, man. Real shit. We have been tricked out our energy, man. Point blank, period.
But only as long as you allow it. Once you realize that you were deceived, you're not deceived anymore. So you don't have to
I'm
behave like
back.
it.
We've been tricked out our energy, point blank, period. You know what I'm
You
saying?
can't.
Tricked out our powers. What
What
happened? You
powers?
can't hear
What
me?
what can you not do? You can still speak. Your senses work. You can still run. You can still climb. You got all
I
the
can't hear
mastery
you either.
powers you need right here in your brain. It's only realization that
I
stops
can't
you.
hear you.
It's all in your mind, dude. You got to realize that there's nothing blocking you but you. That's the big trick of it all. The devil's blameless. He didn't do anything except tell you to doubt. The choice, the action, it's all us. Haven't you ever
True.
heard, I think, therefore I am? Either way,
Mhm.
you're right, because that's how it is. It says in the Bible, such as a man thinks, so he does. Actions speak
Mm-hmm.
louder than words. All of every culture has the same shit. It all falls in line. You got to get it out of your head that you don't have no powers. You got the power of entrancement. That's why people like tuning in and watching you and hearing you. Even when you're just talking about, hey, I'm eating a bowl of noodles. You think other people can get on there and talk about eating a bowl of noodles? No. Or that shit would be all over YouTube. Our group gets up, we can do whatever the hell we want, and people love us because we have our powers.
Yeah.
You got your powers, you just got to see it.
Almost definitely. I agree
It's at the
times
door in your
10.
mind. Then you can
Yeah,
start
man.
getting on wavelengths and
You don't
filling in the
balance that
blanks for
shit out.
people.
You don't balance that shit out. All your child gonna do is lie to you. Period. They're just gonna lie to you. They ain't gonna know what to tell you because they don't know how to tell you because you don't know how to take it. So they just gonna
Facts.
lie to you.
Facts. 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 Facts.
And you're gonna wonder what you did wrong. I provided for you, gave you a roof over your head, put food in your mouth, clothes, and get that old fashioned saying. Man, this shit changed, man. This shit different, man. You see what I'm saying? It's different, man. You have to balance it. You have to, man. I'm not saying you gotta be their friend, but you gotta associate friend like for them to be open with you.
I just
Yeah.
show them that it's part and parcel. Like, this is responsibility. You live in my house. I love you. You're my son, but it doesn't mean you get to make a mess. If I'm
Fact.
not going to tolerate my friends coming over and trashing my house, why would I let somebody living here do it? Like, and he understands that. Yeah, he still
Mhm.
makes a mess, but he's getting better.
Of course.
And I
Of
can't
course.
spank him like this. I'd refuse to do that shit because, nah,
No, definitely.
it's the last thing I'd ever want. I'll threaten him sometimes, like, you want a beating? He'll be like, no. I'll be like, well, I don't want to beat you either, so let's figure this shit out. And then we'll sit down and have a laugh. And it's
Hmm.
easy to do. Like, communication is so easy.
Yeah, it really is. It's
I'm
just
on that now
patience.
too. The facts, super facts, bro. And I had to have patience, bro, because now I'm on that. Now, like my facial expressions, my tones, they switch them up. They be like, okay, he ain't playing right now. He's serious, like I ain't gonna fuck with him right now. He knows now. You get what I'm saying? He knows when there's levels to this shit. You feel me? When I'm playing around, I'm doing this. It can be yourself all day. You get what I'm saying? Like all day. But when I get that tone or I get that stern, like, hey man, go ahead and go wash those dishes. You feel me? If he tries to throw me off with talking about Fortnite or something, I'd be like, hey man, we could talk about that after you do these dishes. He ain't gonna say anything else. He's gonna go do those dishes because he
Mm.
knows. He knows 70% of the time, as long as he do right, some 30. Look, I'm only asking for the 30%, which is school and handling your responsibility. You feel me? And as long as he do that, man, I'm 70%. Man, look, man, have fun. You feel me? Feel free. So You want to chill with your cousins? Like I said, I ain't grow up with family, so guess what? I'm happy to take him to his cousins, or you know, go let him go hang with his grandmother and certain things like that. You feel me? No problem. But my nigga, what we're not gonna do is you're not gonna steal from the store. You come to me and I talk to you like a man, and we leave it at that. But you steal from the store twice. No, this is what we're not going to do.
That's
You
how
feel me?
Facts.
It's
happiness
just
is going to
it's level to it. You got to
replicate.
balance it.
Gotta balance. Hey, but I'm about to go ahead and hop off because I'm about to, and I can't digress on the panel. I refuse to be a
You know,
digressor.
you
Yeah.
know,
I got to digress in style.
Come on, it'd be
my
a first.
dog.
Well, it wouldn't be a
I
first.
I appreciate you, dog. You know what I mean for your enlightenment and your knowledge that you brought to the table, dog. Every time.
Well, thank you.
I
I always
appreciate you
appreciate
coming
you guys
through
coming
and
through. This is what it's all about.
real talk. It's therapeutic. Shit, I
That's why
feel
they
way
tried to break.
better. I'm
That's
finna
the
sleep.
system tried their hardest to break it down, dude. They tried to break everybody's flow. They tried to break up the programming schedules, all of it, and it ain't work. It's all reforming. Back to the way it was.
Starting to remember. But no,
Mm-hmm.
real talk. This was therapeutic. I'm finna sleep so much better. You feel me? And
Sweat it
I
out,
Word.
man.
salute. Oh yeah, I'm finna sweat it out for sure, man. I'm finna cover up with this
Don't
blanket.
OD on that damn NyQuil, nigga.
Yeah.
Nah, I only took three shots,
All right.
but
System.
I'm just trying to sweat this shit out so people can stop looking at me funny because I already don't be wearing no mask. I'm already not wearing no mask. I can't be going around motherfuckers
Do the
coughing.
Reaper Pepper, man. That shit'll make you sweat your balls off.
People looking at
That shit. I'm waiting for
Real
Jesse to come
talk.
back over because he said he'll eat a whole one on the live stream and try to take it and do the actual
Hey,
challenge.
when I do my 24-hour stream, I'm gonna set up some stuff like that. I'm gonna have challenges like every 4 or 5 hours. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you gotta challenge the different people on panel. Have like blocks
Hmm.
of time with different people on panel so you can be like, all right, here comes Cyphers with the cinnamon challenge.
Right. That'd be dope. All right, man. I'm gonna see y'all at a later time. Peace,
All right,
All right.
man.
love.
Have a good evening, man. Get some rest, bro.
For
Get
sure.
healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sickness be
man.
gone.
Hey, right now it's 5 o'clock on the dot for me. You know, um, I'm with one of my. Hey, she just threw a pillow at me. I'm what? You're in a crisis. Okay.
Don't catch a shoe beating on my account.
Yeah, she just threw a pillow at me. I'm happy it hit me in the
Sorry.
face because I would have caught it all on camera.
She's like, get your ass to bed.
You know, I'm gonna put her on camera. Yeah, look, now she done laid down. Yeah, fat.
She scared.
Put that camera on her real quick.
She turned into a cop. Get that camera off me.
You know.
Ain't nothing like
Trust me,
a
I'm gonna
flip
be right
flop
with
whipping.
you. Okay. I promise I'm gonna be right with you. I just want. I wanted to keep my word. You know, I told you I wanted to start. Don't want to burn any bridges. I want to keep my word more and more. What you? Oh yeah, I did lie
Go
about
give
that.
that
I did
woman
say I
some
was gonna talk
snuggles.
to. I did, yeah, but I did tell her I was gonna talk to her for like 45 minutes. I instantly got on. I did say that shit. I tripped out. I told you I was gonna talk to her for 15 minutes. It didn't even 15 minutes. I got the
She
yeah.
brought
I
you a
tripped
meal
out.
and
I just
everything.
love, man. I
She's
love
buttered.
you
She
know.
buttered you up for the good stuff. Now go get
Now you
it.
about to make me tear up. God, man. You know, for real. It's just like I said, it's therapeutic for me. So sometimes I need it. So I could be able to have a good energy and a good positive vibe because she needs my advice. You get what I'm saying? And you guys got me in a good place to where I can put her in a good place, make sure she's okay.
We're
So
little cups.
yeah,
We're
yeah,
pouring ourselves out so we can be refilled. If someone refills us, we refill someone else, and we just keep
exactly,
flowing.
exactly. And when I was a teenager, I really didn't have nobody to talk to for real about certain things or inside things. So I'm all ears when a young crowd, anybody young wants to talk to me. I'm all ears. Let's go. Let me answer your questions for you. Let me help you. Let me help you. Let me give you an answer. And if I don't know what, I'll call somebody. I'm gonna find somebody with that answer for you. You feel what I'm saying? Because the next person next to you may not give it to you. And the way they're looking, speaking in general, the way they're looking, he's probably not gonna give you the right answer. You know what I'm saying?
It drives me crazy not
So
knowing. I want to know everything.
exactly,
It's possible to know everything. I want to know. And if not, I want to know
exactly,
that it's not possible.
exactly, exactly. And
That's how I think God would think. Like, you got to think of everything. Literally everything.
I want to ask this question before I really go ahead and get off all the way and talk to her for a minute and stuff. I still got on here for 2 hours though. Let's put that on there. At least gave it 2 hours of straight. Then it's 5 in the morning for me, y'all. So I thugged it. And as I am now that I got you in tune. I'm gonna come on here more often. It's my first time in here. I enjoyed it. I loved it. The screens are better. My videos like it's a wider screen, bro. Like you can see what's behind me, behind me, behind me.
Because I don't
Like I
have
like
I
it.
don't have graphics or any of the other stuff. I just got the basic
Oh,
freebie StreamYard.
see, and you know what? Ain't nothing wrong with it. I like it actually. I like it.
That's all it needs.
It's
It's
like
like
a
shit.
clearer
I want
picture.
people to be the center, so everybody sees
Yeah.
everybody. What's the
It's like
question?
a. Oh yeah. Damn. What was the question? I got into the damn field. Damn. What was the question? I forgot this. Oh my god.
Oh, 3 points.
I forgot this. It was a good question too. Um, I forgot, man. That just hurt my heart. What was I saying right before then?
You said before I hop off real quick, I got one question. It
Shit.
seemed like it was going to be interesting.
It was. It really was, man. It was a good question too.
It'll come back
I
to
was
me.
talking about teenagers. I was talking about I had nobody else to talk. I ain't had nobody to talk to. So I asked a question. Boom, boom. Um, they the next person next to him, I not give him the right name. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember y'all. I really don't
When
remember
you
y'all.
watch
But
the replay, watch the replay at 2 hours 19 minutes, and then
I
rewind a
definitely
little
am
bit,
because
and
now
then
I'm over
whatever
here.
we were
Oh,
talking about will trigger it again.
I'm over here. thought, bro. I didn't even know, bro. Like, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. I'm not. I'm giving my outro. What?
It's Jake from State Farm.
Yeah, look. He said it's Jake from State Farm. Remember the commercial? The white. Yeah, yeah, that way. Exactly.
Oh my god.
It's sad.
I've been laughing so much
But
today.
I just know I didn't really have anybody to answer my question, so I kind of just filled in my own blank, or I got the answers from other people, which kind of really was personalized and how they felt. You know what I mean? Not how it should have been realized. You know, and I'm all ears for anybody who has questions, especially the youth. The youth, like, li- li- I don't care. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but I got a way with kids, the youth. I'm gonna say the youth. I have a way with the youth because I know what the fuck I was missing. I know what kind of blanks I had. You get what I'm saying? I know what kind of questions I had. So, I am really in tune to, like I'm telling you, you go anywhere into any section of Atlanta, and I'm gonna know majority of the youth more versus than adults. Because that's the next cycle. That's the next cycle. Don't forget the adults. Don't forget y'all. I didn't grow up with y'all. Okay, whatever, blah, blah. Whoever I meet along the way, whoever I meet along the way at this point. I need to get to know the youth though. I need to know who's gonna be rocking with my son, and who my son may run into, and what's out there, and where is it leading to, and because if y'all are seeing this, I know my son's seeing this. You know what I mean? And I want to be fact. So I want to be clear, on what's going on out there in the atmosphere, so I could be able to tell and share some of my stories, but in a different light. See, they're not going to sit there and listen to these Harriet Tubman stories, man. They're not going to sit there and you rap about your gunshot wounds and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? You have to rap it to them as, as a serious but goofy sense, silly sense. Catch their attention in a sense that will capture them. You get what I'm saying? But if it sounds like social studies, they're gonna fade away off of you. I'm like, well, whatever. Man. Going to
Nah,
sleep on that. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, you gotta be real and be animated. And if you're being real, it will be
Yeah,
animated. That's where
yeah.
that's where schools failed a lot. The people they got there are just there because that's what their college degree got them. Oh, I can fall back and be a teacher.
Hmm.
Like, nah, man, you should be stoked to teach kids.
There you go.
Be excited by seeing this shit click in their brains and knowing that you helped them take another step towards being smart like God.
Like the teachers, you're right. You brought a good example of like the teachers who do the physical kind of demonstration of learning. I love it. You have fun with it. People, the student. I remember I used to have fun with certain things like that when teachers did that, and I actually wanted to stay in the classroom. I learned and wanted to come back because it was just a different type of source of learning, a different substance for me.
Exciting.
Yeah,
Versus
yeah.
teachers like, all right, who read last night's assignment? Take out your books. Like I learned how to fall asleep like that, so it looked like I was writing and taking notes with my hand shielding my eyes from the light, and I'd just be sleeping at my desk like that.
Hmm.
The teacher wouldn't know. I had the same page of notes halfway written down the whole year.
You know, you know. What you talking about? For real. Hey, and check this out. See, like for the kids, like there's some kids that don't even know how to count 1 through 10 fluently when they should. So why not make it entertaining? You might know that kid loves to play basketball though. I might get a basketball, spin it on my finger, and be like, look, we're gonna count to 10 and let's see if I can do it. Spin it on my finger for 10 seconds. One, two, three. Something fun. It's gonna be fascinating. They're gonna be looking at the spinning ball and want to count with me, and you know, shit like that. They're gonna want to try it. And then I'm gonna help them like shit. Let me help you. One,
That's
two,
skills.
three, four. The count. Which I'm telling you, you might catch them doing it by themselves after that, trying to spin the ball on their
We
hand.
still do dumb
As soon
shit
as it
like
fall
that.
off, they stop at 3 seconds and want to do it all over again. One, two, three, and try to keep doing it until they master it. You never know. You get what I'm saying? Like You gotta
we
be
were throwing
creative with this
tomatoes
shit.
at a spot on the wall today. Like
Hmm?
we're still like kids.
Yeah. I'm
We're
a
throwing
big kid. I
tomatoes
ain't
away,
gonna
and
front.
Daniel's like, "Man, I bet I can hit that knot in that thing over there." I'm like, "Do it," and he almost got it. I was like, "Oh!" So then we're just whipping tomatoes at the shit. Wow. And like the bar owner was back behind the bar vaping. He's looking over at us like, "What the fuck are these guys doing?" We're just looking at him like, "What else?"
Come on now.
Tomato
Come on
fight.
now. Just because you're an adult doesn't mean you don't have to have kid moments when it's best to.
That's what
You get what
keeps
I'm
them
saying?
fresh, so you know how to keep relating.
Come on, man. Thank you. There we go. That's what I'm
And
saying
that's
to you.
some of the main
It,
shit we did when we were kids. We'd pick up rocks and start trying to throw them into a hole in the side of a tree, or just some meaningless challenge just to see who could get the skills. And you do it until you got it. And then once everybody mastered them, you're like, "Cool, yeah," and you walk away with a happy, super vibe going on to the next thing. And people
you
forget
remember the
this
girls?
shit because they get bogged down in the dumb shit.
Do you remember the girls used to play double dutch a lot? You used to see that everywhere at all the playgrounds, stuff like
I
that.
could do it.
I don't even see it no more.
I couldn't do like the stomping and all the crazy shit, but I could jump in between the two ropes and spin around
Yeah,
like basic shit.
yeah. I've tried it. I've tried it, and I don't even see it anymore.
The girls are
I
nice
don't see
about it.
it.
They're like, "You want to try?" I'm like, "Sure." And they'd
Yeah,
be slow. And they'd be like, "All right, we're just
yeah.
feet up." All right. I used to love
Fat.
that shit. I like that. And
Me too.
basketball was fun too. Because I was short. It's like anytime I could jump up and stuff somebody, it was like a major accomplishment to me. I was seriously like 4'8" when I was 12. And then
Poor
between
family.
12 and 13, like over that summer of school, I grew up to my height, 5'11". And then I was like man sized all of a sudden. I hated being short.
Man, that's crazy, man. So, since I'm gonna talk to my niece for a second, man. She's been waiting patiently for me. She stayed up waiting patiently. I had to come support you real quick, and I'm gonna continue to do it and come on here whenever you want to, whenever you get on here. Let me see my name. I put my number in that private chat earlier. I don't know if you had took it. I had told you to go in there and get it and
No,
store
I'll
it or
get it.
whatever, but
I'll
you
get it.
did.
It's on there. I'll click onto it in a second.
Yeah, go ahead and store it in there. Much love to you, man. Um, I'm feeling like super a little bit, but I know I gotta have a little bit more energy for her. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night because I probably won't go to sleep till 6 or 7 in the morning. So she talking about 7. She said 7. All right, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
go ahead and yeah, like nah, she
I'll
man,
be up
I
at
love the girl
7,
to
but I ain't gonna be awake.
death. you know. Look, I love her to death. I swear, I would look. Even my own kids, I would say, look, can we wait in the morning? Like, unless it's detrimental. Like, is it severe? You know, like, do we need to talk about it today? If they say yeah, okay, I'm all for it. Her ass, I don't know. There's something about her that I like. Okay, every kid I separate. I give them their own individual space. You know what I mean? Give them their own individual space. You got to. You know what I mean? Just because this 14-year-old got the same thing that this 14-year-old got going on doesn't mean their household's the same. You got to separate them individually. So
Right.
I separate each one's individually. I don't go by situations. I go exactly by the living. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the youth is living is provided by us. So everything that they tell me, I can't just pat them on the hand for it. I got to pat their parents on the head too. You know what I'm saying? So I give them their own individual space. You know what I mean? And I don't even pat the parents because I understand that there's so much you could do. Like I said, my mother was the only one in the household. So I understand that, she gave me the morals and stuff like that. But if she's not there 12 hours of the day, who else is raising me? The community, everybody else. So, I also look at everything that's around that. I give them their own individual space. Um, but I also treat them like my children in a sense. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk, let's talk. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. I'm gonna give you parental advisory, explicit content. I'm not gonna say no cursing. You know what I mean? It's gonna be
It's part of
edited,
life.
but it's not gonna be watered down. See, that's why I tell. their parents. I don't mind talking to them, you know what I mean? But I ain't gonna say nothing explicit. But I'm not gonna water nothing down for them.
Just don't
You know what I
direct it
mean?
at them. You know,
Yeah,
explain it to
that's
them. Be
all.
like, yeah, I'm saying these words, but it's because I feel this way. Like, you just got to lay it out for them and explain it like you would to anybody else, and they'll get it.
Ex- Exactly, because you
Kids
have
are
to.
smart.
Because guess what? The way that they're gonna hear it from YouTube or somebody else, they're gonna hear it like, man, yeah, I fuck. Excuse my language, just be still right there. Yeah, if the twat up. Yeah, I did this. Yeah, I did that, and you know, forget using a condom. It feel good without a condom. I mean, that's what they're gonna hear. You know, I'd
It's just
rather
the
them
truth.
tell them, yeah, it does feel good without a condom, but shit, it don't feel good when you have a baby and ain't got no money.
With 18 years of child support,
You hear me? You hear me?
did it feel that good?
Did it feel
Nope.
that good? Exactly. That's what I mean. That's what I mean by
Every time I see that
explaining.
chunk out of my paycheck, it's like, huh, I love my kids. I love them to death. And I do.
Man, I know you do. I could tell. I
But
could
that was a
see it.
different
I could feel
situation.
it.
I was married, so that was different. Like, I was
Mm.
doing the right thing. It just, after a while, it fell apart. But
Oh, so in a marriage, so correct me if I'm wrong, real quick, before I get off. So in a marriage, so like when there is a clause in there where if there's a divorce, you have to pay child support mandatory.
if you write it in, like
Oh, okay.
every contract, every marriage contract is negotiated by the two people. So you can go with the basic standard vows, or like most people do, they have a prenup, or they'll have their own vows constructed where they lay it out like we're going to share our assets and we're going to share this and this. Like,
Okay.
the more you approach it like a business, the more it'll be negotiated fairly. But I didn't marry for that. I got her pregnant. It was like same thing. Like, we were just dating a little bit for a few months, and she's like, "Hey, I'm pregnant." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then we went to Vegas, and I was like, "Hey, let's get married." And she's like, "All right." So we got married, and then we raised my first kid a little while, and then she was pregnant again with my son, and everything was groovy for a couple more years. And then I just didn't make enough money for her. I was
Oh
happy.
my God.
Like, I was a house dad, but I would do roofing on the side, like just patching roofs. So it wasn't like wasted or worth it. But she wanted someone making bank, so she ended up dipping out on me eventually, which I didn't even mind. Is like, whatever, we went our separate ways, but she didn't have to. She just kept me from my kids. She wouldn't let me see the kids or talk to them. Hated it.
So you just had a similar shit to me. I'm not gonna get too deep because she keeps rising back and forth like the Undertaker on the bed over here. I'm talking about she keeps rising back and forth like the Undertaker up here. So I'm gonna make it quick and brief. Um, you said something that me and you could relate to all the way. You feel me? I wasn't making enough money for her. I was working though. That wasn't satisfying enough though, huh? Me working, me trying to supply, me trying to transition and do a 360. And I didn't even do a 360 for myself. You get what I'm saying? And you complaining because I'm making 950. I mean, at least I'm working. I'm trying to establish
I'm
something.
out
How
there
about you work?
bleeding for this
How
shit.
about you?
Like,
How about you get up and work? Because she wasn't working. How about okay? If it's not enough, you get up and work.
see,
Collaborate
she
then.
did. See, mine worked, and she made a lot of money. So it's
Mm,
like that was even worse about it. It's like, how much do we need? Like,
mm.
I just wasn't raised to have that mentality. Like, the way my mom raised us, we thought we were poor, but no, my mom just was selfish and spent all the money on shit she liked and shit for her.
Mm,
We were crumbs, and like, we didn't know no better. Just people are like,
mm,
wait, y'all were poor? You had Navy money? I'm like, yeah, but my mom didn't spend it like that. Like, she wouldn't cook. We'd get canned foods and ramen noodles and shit like
mm,
that we could make. And we thought that was just the coolest shit because we're men, cooking for ourselves.
mhm, mhm.
And when she did cook, she was so fucking pilled out from being sick. Like, the food would taste fucked up anyway. So it was like,
Man, and look at you though. Look at you though, man. Come on,
I
dog. You
survived.
feel me? That's why I say, man. Hey, proud of you. Hey man, wouldn't even known all that. Wouldn't even known all that, bro. I wouldn't even known all that, bro. Can't judge a book
Most
by its
people
cover,
don't,
man.
dude. That's the sad part. Out of the thousands and thousands of people I talk to, most people don't even ask stuff.
Hmm.
They just go with whatever I present. And so I leave it at that shallow level because I don't want to push the issue for anybody, you know? Like, I'm really weird like that. Like, if people got aggression, I'll be like, why? I want to figure it out and solve it. Like, I don't want to debate you and be aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
I want to figure out, like, why we can't just talk.
Facts.
Because you get a better debate and you'll get a better discussion out of two friends than you
Yep.
ever will out of two enemies.
I agree.
Because we ain't
I
got
agree.
nothing to prove. We're just feeling out
Great
how each
man,
other
dog.
thinks.
You're a great man, dog. You know. And then look what your response was when you said something about the child support. You said, "I love my kids." You said it 3 times. I love my kids. Look, that's how I feel now. As long as it's doing for my kids, this money. As long as this money is doing for my kids, I don't give a fuck what y'all take out myself. I don't give a damn. Go ahead, do it. I'm not working for myself anyway. I'm working for them. You get what I'm saying? So I can't be mad.
Exactly.
I'm working for them. And people fail to realize that because they think about themselves. You know what I mean? But I know better. As long as that money that these people are taking are actually providing for my kids, I don't give a fuck what. Take it then. Take it. I'll figure out another source to build it to wherever I need to build it to for myself. But take
Exactly.
what you need for them. Take what you need for them. You get what I'm saying? So, I'm man, that was a great thing you did because most people would have said something different. Man, I hate child support. What do do? And it gave me all the extra negative parts to it. You get what I'm saying? Um,
Well, at first you
it.
do, but it's like, what are you going to do? It's your kids.
I mean, you
Honestly,
know,
if she hadn't have gone through court, I would have done even more.
hmm,
Like to me, the
you
court part of
know,
it was a slap in the face. Like you just basically handed me your car payment,
fact, fact.
and that's all she cared about was making that car payment because it was
You know what
damn
I told my
twenty
baby
five
mother in
dollars
St. Louis?
difference.
You know what I told my baby mother in St. Louis? I told her, look, because she would threaten me sometimes. When they get mad and all of them, they throw the threats out there. She would threaten me, and I tell her, I got to the point where I said, you know what? I don't even care no more. If you put me on child support, all I need to know is that every month my kids are getting taken care of by it. I don't even care about the rest. That means I ain't got to talk to you. I ain't got to do nothing else. Go ahead and do what you do. As long, go ahead and do what you do. I said, but I'm gonna let you know something. Don't think I'm gonna be paying child support for a car that I'm not driving. You hear me? I ain't. That's not gonna happen. So we're going to do some. They're coming down here. Every summer, every holiday, they're coming here. You get what I'm saying? My kids gonna come here. Now this is on you. Just notice, I'm not gonna speak to you. It's all gonna go through the court. Everything that we establish on that white and black paper will be established. I will have my kids on holidays. I will have my kids in the summertime. You'll get the money every month, and as long as it's going to the kids, we ain't gonna have no issues. But after this, you won't hear my voice. Well, I wouldn't have to hear your voice. You get what I'm saying? And it's sad. I don't want it like that. But if the female is trying to create it into a business sense, you have to play it in the business sense. You have to. And it's sad because, like I said, the child is in the middle of it in a sense. But I mean, if she throwing business papers at you, you gotta, hey,
You got to fight
business
back.
is business. Yeah, yeah,
Otherwise, they'll railroad you.
yeah.
Even if you do fight back, they'll railroad you. Shit.
You hear me? You hear me? You have to play your cards right for yourself. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, if you're at least paying the child support, the child can get older and be like, well, at least he was paying the child support. Well, just tell me why you wasn't visually there then. That's an easier conversation. You get what I'm saying? Because by that
I
time, he'll
keep
probably
working,
understand
dude.
a relationship to a certain extent.
Everyone's like, get fired, and then you can just get all this money from the government. Like, but my child support wouldn't be paid.
All right. I'm all right. I'm done. All right. Look.
All right,
See, I was
you gotta
getting
go to
deep. I was
bed.
getting deep. I was getting deep. She was like, "Yeah, okay,
Save it for
hey y'all,
tomorrow.
yeah, we're gonna save it for tomorrow because I'm definitely gonna be on here tomorrow. I'm definitely gonna come in tomorrow. Text me when you get my number. Text me, Diz I am. Like, just say Diz I am, so I know exactly we are, and I'm collaborating, and we're gonna do this tomorrow for sure, for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to her real quick. She looks she put on the mask. I'm finna talk to her real quick and
Tomorrow I work till 9 my time.
9 your time at night. Well,
Yeah.
of course.
But I don't have to work Wednesday, so I can roll all night.
All right, so 9, so it'll be midnight for me, but you'll get home around what, like 10?
No, I get home 5 minutes after I'm off.
Oh,
I
shit.
clock out. I
Oh,
clock out. I walk out the front door, and it's 2 blocks down the hill, and I'm home.
okay. Well, we in business then, so I'll be awake at 12. You already know I'll be up, so yeah, we can
Right
do
on.
that. We'll link up tomorrow, man.
We'll tell Cyphers to be there too, and everybody else will
Yeah,
jump in.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We gotta tell them to be there too, cause I'm about
We'll
to
make
go. I'm
him
about to
host so we
go.
can have 10 people on the panel.
You hear me? You hear me? And we're gonna have fun tomorrow night. We're gonna do this tomorrow night, no matter if it's yours, his, whatever. But I want to pick up where we left off, or pick up on something new. All right. So you get some good rest, bro. Have a good day at work. Have a good day at work.
Definitely, man. You guys have a good night.
Air hug, dog.
Give
Air
your
hug.
woman some
Come on,
love.
I just say bye to the people, man. Come on. Huh? Shit, they ain't hear you. Say it louder. There you go.
Bye.
He said
Drive your
bye.
man to sleep. Don't shoe beat him.
Fact. Nah. Damn, I agree to that. I just heard you late. Okay. All right, man. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to you, get some sleep, man. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Okay.
All right, man. Peace.
Much love. Much love.
Always. Excellent, excellent. What a great night. You sleep over there? You just pretending. You're actually asleep. Daddy time. Woo. Think I'll do a dab. So yeah, a lot of details, a lot of chit chat, a lot of happy laughs. Good way to round out a night instead of cursing my coworkers under my breath and out loud. I only complain because the stuff they do is OSHA violations. Like there's clearances you have to keep in front of the freight doors and things like that. Can't block fire exit, and there's a lot of times where the people do this shit, and it's like, yo, you're gonna get us big fines and regulations. But people don't want to hear shit sometimes. It's just how you gotta roll with it. You bitch about it a little, and hopefully they fix it. See nothing in the private chat, but it's okay. I'll send him a Facebook message, and he'll recognize my picture, hopefully. If you can't tell it's me by my Facebook picture, well, you got bigger issues. I'll add anybody on Facebook. I'm easy to find. I'm friends with Supa and Kirk, Cyphers and Truth, a couple other people I don't even know, but they're polite. They don't say anything evil to me, so I assume they're cool. Click and pop, pop and lock. And I ain't even dancing. 16 more minutes. Oh, that's what beach meant. She went this 4-hour cap on the broadcast. I just caught that 4 hours. Touch my microphone. Burn, baby, burn. Gotta love it. Arbitrary pillow cough. Top chat too. Who's in here? You're still watching. In silent digression. Interact with me or I'm gonna call it a night. Because I got a good buzz going. And I could be doing fun things too. Ooh, I did a drawing. It's not colored in all the way. Really even at all. I usually like to do black and whites and throw them on Facebook or Instagram. Just color me for a prize. And a couple of times people have actually colored them in and won fabulous fucking prizes. Like, I'm not lame. I don't send stickers to people. I'll send you artwork. Like one time I bought a really nice vase for this chick because she played one of my contests where you had to decipher the lyrics in one of my songs because I was drinking that day and forgot what I said. And I like to be accurate when I transcribe. So I put it out there like, yo, if you can translate the lyrics, I'll give you a prize pack. And this chick took the time to decipher an hour and a half worth of death metal rah, 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 with effects and everything. And I was so impressed. I bought her a vase and some weed. She might have got one of the band t-shirts. And I sent her an autographed copy of the CD. I don't know. This is a while back. 12 years ago. 13 maybe. Verb. One of these days I'll do a tattoo stream. Probably the next time Max is with his mom overnight so I can focus. I tried doing some ink with him in the room last time with Joel and it was just insane. He wanted to be all up in the mix. What's this? What's that? And ended up spilling a cup of black ink and I was like, oh man, just chill. So it's got to be one of those nights. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I brought it up a couple of times and nobody seemed really interested. But I never let that stop me because interest is built and peaked. But everybody always talks about their automatic writing. But that's how it comes out for me. I'll just pop it wherever. Now it's about secrecy. So if you're really clever and you really want to know, you can rewind the video and freeze frame it and do all that cool shit and figure out where that's at. Because I won't say it no more. And I do give away art. I sell art and I give it away. Whatever your situation might be. If you want to pay me for it, great. If you just want a piece of art because you saw it on my wall and you liked it, let me know. I'm down. I love getting it out there. The emptier I can make my walls, the more I'm inspired to refill them. Oh, shit. What else? I'm hoping the Trump shit about no payroll taxes starting up, that would be a cool reality. I know everybody likes the other money, but I don't want the quagmire of nonsense because of child support. Because in California, when you pay child support, it has to be garnished out of a paycheck. So I don't think I would get hardly anything if I tried to do unemployment because they would want to chunk a shit ton out of it for child support. That and nobody's getting fired because there's nobody wanting to get hired. We've been hiring for 2 months and we've only hired maybe 6 new people, and only 3 of them have lasted more than 2 weeks because it's fucking intense. The new guy Paul's pretty cool. Chick Brenda, she means well, but she's just a rhubarb. I don't know. I don't really spend time talking to her either. She just seems unpleasant. And then we got this tall chick. I hadn't really worked a shift with her yet, but she's 6'6". So it's like, it's weird to have to look up to a woman literally like that. Like, wow. Because everybody else at the store is shorter than me, so they all look at me like I'm a giant. I'm not that tall. So it's weird being short again. But it's a cool job. I like working there. I wish I could be like really rich. I would still go to work there. Just not as many hours. I would only work 3 or 4 days a week tops instead of 5 and 6. And everybody's like, oh, but it's good money. Like, it's not about the money. It's like, I'd rather be with my kid, but I do enjoy doing shit. It keeps me strong and healthy, even when I don't want it to. And I do like my dabs. There's nothing sadder than wanting a fat dab and you have to look at your jar and be like, I don't know, man. I gotta parcel myself out my own fun. Like, you should be able to see a little tiny bit in the jar and go, fuck this, man. I'm smoking this shit and I'll just buy some more tomorrow. And then when tomorrow comes, bing, get more of that goody goody. Ghost OG. Just like mom used to make. This is terrible lighting. I look all haggard. I hate that my skin's so many colors in my face. It's fucking weird. I feel like an alligator. So that would be the cool part of being God. The calculations and the beta tests of new animals and species. But then sometimes I think maybe God just does shadow puppets on the wall and lets the angels create that. You know, like, here, let this inspire you, this little flapping thing on the wall. What made that? What would that look like? I think the best vision I ever had, I was like, I was really tripping balls. Like, the shit was triple dip fire. And I ate a 10 strip. And I was just gourded trying to watch Star Wars with my brother. And I started thinking shit like, man, I'm ready to die. I'm at peace. I'm totally at peace. I know the exit. And then I started thinking about how sad my brother would be if I just died right now and how he'd freak out and try to bring me back and all the trauma of it. So I was like sad about that, but I was, happy to be strong enough to want to stay around just to make sure he did okay in life. So I was like in turmoil. So I just kind of closed my eyes and inwardly looked up. And it was just this magnificent tunnel, and every tile had colors. And this bird flew up the tunnel like it wasn't really a dove, but it wasn't really a raven either, like a dove raven combo. And as it flew, the wind from the wings going by would touch each tile and it would change color and make a tone. And it was like this beautiful, beautiful music of just sending and descending notes depending on the color change. And like after that, I was okay for a little while because there's always more trauma in my saga. Funnily enough, there's not one human alive that knows every part of my tale or my life story, history, any of it. Because I always thought it'd be cool to give everybody different pieces. So then one day I did die, everybody would have to come together to add their portion to the stew or potluck. Only once all the tales were told and details put together, then everybody figure out like, now we understand. And I'll sit there and laugh because I want to be encased in a block of clear plastic epoxy resin, like a giant paperweight souvenir, sitting in a good armchair with a pipe, ready to do a dab, or maybe the Sherlock pipe. I haven't decided, but I want to be sitting there like the emperor, and I creep everybody out beyond the grave. Like, oh my God, what is that thing in your living room? That's Dad. Part of the will was that we had to keep him sitting there, just not near the fireplace because he's flammable. The other option would be for me to I want to get cremated and everybody can do lines of me at my funeral. That'd be funny as shit. Come here and snort some of D. Ah, he's burning my nose. That son of a bitch. A fun one me and my crackhead uncle thought of one time. Because I was sitting there watching him smoke crack. It was like my research into the field. I've never wanted to smoke it. And cocaine put me to sleep the couple of times I tried it, so I never really got into the understanding of it. So I'd watch him while I was tripping, Sherman, take notes. But I was like, so what happens, like with weed, you get the oil and to your fat cells, like what happens with crack? He's like, I assume it crystallizes in your lungs. I was like, so then you could take a crackhead that's been smoking for 20 years and cut him and gut him and dry out his lungs and smoke that shit. And my uncle got this look in his eyes like I thought of the best thing ever in history. And he's just like, yes, yes, that makes total sense. I was like, oh my God, you freak. But like others have said, he is that one guy. When shit goes down, you got to call him. He saved my bacon a few times. And I kicked his ass a few times. But that's family. And you love them, even if you can't stand being around them for more than 10 minutes. Because that's about all it takes for them to get out of being nice and normal into, hey, I'm jonesing again. How can I get 20 bucks out of you? It's like, you can't. I don't do that anymore. I don't like lunch wrecking. It's a pain in the ass. It's stressful. Now everybody always sees me looking to the side a lot. It's because I have really excellent hearing and my window's open. So that way, if anybody steps foot on my little property area, I know instantly. Most of the time, it's just people out and about talking, because some of them go to work around this time. But I digress. I have two clocks in my house. One tells time, the other one doesn't. It's the whole balance, time, no time. Because there is time. It is a man-made concept, or maybe the angels came up with it, maybe God came up with it, but there is a time, and then there's timing, but there is like an in-between where you can step out of it and just freeze that moment. Kind of like the best way to relate it to everybody I found is like when you're, especially when you're a passenger in a car and you're just hearing a song, and then all of a sudden you get so deep into thought and you feel like you're there like forever, and then you snap out of it and you're like, whoa. And it's a couple minutes later and you're like, what was that? But the song tells you it was only a couple of seconds that you blinked out. Like that was a lot of my early musical work in theory, was figuring out equations and timings and effect signatures to where the whole song is that way, so you don't even notice stepping into that realm. It just naturally is on you, and it's comfortable and okay because I'm trustable with that. I don't make harmful music. I don't do subliminal shit to people unless it's positive. I have made subliminal message tapes for people that wanted to stop smoking and things of that nature, because it's easy money and it's easy to do when you know what to do. It got boring. It was just boring. It's not as fun as just making music and playing. I really need to get my shit going on with that too. It's mostly because I don't have a computer desk, so it's not comfortable to sit there and type on a TV tray. I'm spoiled. But it's like it's not my fault they haven't had any furniture at Walmart lately like that. And I'm not going across town on my 1 or 2 days off that I might get a week just to go shopping for a chair so I can feel better sitting at a computer. That's it's not priority. This guy's an eating machine. That's the priority. I've had to curtail my cigarettes by law, and because this guy eats. And it's cool. Eventually, I'll just give him up. As long as I can smoke my dabs or a good fat bowl pack of weed, I'll be cool. If I don't, then I just get really quiet to myself And I'll still function. I'm just not really vocal. Which some would say is a good thing. And to those people, I would say, too fucking bad. Ha ha ha. I'll still talk even after that. You could cut out my tongue and I'd figure out a way to fucking talk. Because somebody might need me to scream out, help. Ooh, I know what. Where's that? I got a new light. I only showed it off to Max so far. See, it's a cool crystal ball. The color changes. It's a lot more captivating when you don't have all the lights in the room and the TV reflected off of it. I like it. My humor is different. Pat Benatar. Ah! Farewell and good night, my lovelies. I'm on to bigger and better things. Long hits in bed in an hour. But I digress. Kaja didn't see your number in the private chat. But it's okay. I'll shoot you an FB message in like 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Because I'm weird like that. Cyphers, missed you, buddy. But I was there for your show, so don't take it personal. I was just so busy. Wax nights, I have to clear everything off the sales floor. So there's just no way possible to type. But I was paying close attention. You guys were riding in my shirt pocket. So the customers got to hear. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get enough time to finish up the Halloween display. I posted pictures on Instagram. If any of you guys are on Instagram and you want to follow me, it's Gizmasm. Gizmasm. It's exactly what it sounds like, Gizmasm. No, it doesn't mean anything. I had never thought of a definition for it. I just like making up words. Because fucking why not? Why do I gotta use everybody else's language? Tell me the guy that first made up some words was super smart. I don't think so. He didn't have a computer, and I do. So I should be able to make up words too. And then I can put them into sentences that rhyme. Just not all the time. Except when it is. Ha 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 ha. Love you all. Thank you, family, for coming through. Shout outs to K Smith. Big Kirk, digressive as always. Cuzzo. Solo air hug. Thank you for hanging out long enough to risk a shoe beating. Not many men are brave enough. Oh, super sense. Hope you get better, buddy. It sucks being down for the count, especially with the cold bug. Just take some garlic, take a lot of vitamin C, at least 10,000 milligrams a day until you get better. And do your best to blow your nose. A lot of the reasons people seem sick is really just an overloaded cilia in their lungs, bronchial tract, and all that shit just gets dusty. So you gotta cleanse it. Get a Reaper pepper and that shit will go quick. But yeah. Gonna wrap up this session of the fun house. Cat's in for the night. I'm gonna watch some TV and get stoned. First, I'll check out my bedroom. Keep it real. So you have lights in my bedroom as well. I love the remote lights. They're functional and they have colors and all that kind of nonsense. Whee! And then my other lights are grow light. Oh, but then I got the dope ass disco light. But yeah, it's pretty much the be all and all of it. Smart on the walls. Tool poster. Nothing too magical. Just gotta get it set up for me. Time to throw Max on in. Kid debris, sticks. I swear to God, the kid collects sticks like there's no tomorrow. Twigs, big sticks, branches. He just loves collecting them. I think it's because when I was a kid, we didn't really have guns to play with and shit like that. So, stick was the main thing. You ain't got a football, play football with a stick. You ain't got a baseball, you can hit a stick with a stick. Yeah, one last one. Disco shower head. But I'm not going to piss on camera. Not since I just mentioned it. Good night, America.